excited to bring you a game on a Monday night. Westwood Redhawks visiting the Spring Valley Vikings. The girls' game. Stacy Huff, Chris Deering here with you. And familiarity breeds contempt. The county rivalries, the Richland 2 rivalries. We expect a good game tonight.
Yeah, this is the really key Region 5 5A game. This is going a long way in the standings, and it should be a good one.
With that being said, let's get right to some of our key players to watch in this ball game. Both teams have a blend.
14.9 points a game, 10-point rebounds, and 2.4 steals. Also 1.5 assists a game. She's going to be a key to this whole Westwood attack tonight. And then on the other side, for Spring Valley, Mariana Moody, a forward, 13.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, 2.2 blocks a game, 1.6 steals, and 1 assist a game. She's really key to that Spring Valley attack.
Yeah, she really fills that whole box scorer up. Mariana Moody also.
For the Redhawks, they got to limit turnovers and cannot let Spring Valley get out on the fast break. For Spring Valley, take care of the basketball and find a way to keep Westwood off the boards, and they got to control the rebounding battle.
With that being said, the stage is set, folks. A Monday night version of High School Hoops Game of the Week. Shout out to Stewart Law Offices making it happen. Chris Deering, Stacy Huff, and you on a cold Monday night on TV. Westwood Spring Valley coming up.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Food can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Back into the Stewart Law Office Game of the Week. Spring Valley High School, your host. They take it on the Redhawks. Stacy Huff and Chris Deering here with you on a Monday night special edition. Weather pushed this game from Friday to Monday, and we'll talk about it in a moment. Westwood Redhawks is our team. That's Coach Gregory Baldridge. 23 years since. Coach some at Spring Valley. Started out as an assistant at Spring Valley, been at Westwood 13 seasons now. Great record. Played for a state title a couple of years ago. Gregory Baldridge there, and we'll talk about his starting lineup now. Brought to you by Jim Hudson Automotive. He's a good guy. Been around for a good minute here. Amari Alexander, a 7th grader. Ania Britt, a sophomore. Lyric Rogers, a freshman. Johnny Cummings, young. Destiny O'Meara, a junior. A very young and talented lineup for Westwood. Brought to you by Jim Hudson Automotive. Jim Hudson, experienced it once and you'll never forget. And of course, we have the homestanding Spring Valley team. Megan Ashley, speaking of which, won a state title some years ago. Been here for a moment. She's been around for a minute. She's a Salisbury, North Carolina native. Played at UNC Greensboro. Played the wing over there. Her 9th season over at the Valley. And 2018 won the chip, as I mentioned, and lost by 1 point to Goose Creek in 2019. Almost had back-to-back. This time at River Bluff, BC, Charleston Southern, and Clemson as a GA. And there's Samara Hanson-Hook, Jalea Pinckney, Madison Bethea, Dominic Briggs, and Malaya McDuffie Simmons. A very young starting lineup They'll play some other girls. She started a new lineup today. We'll see some other players that we mentioned. Mariana Moody, her sister, is also on the team. We'll see some more veteran players as the game goes along. But going with a youth movement to start the game for Megan Assey.
Stacey, you look at both of these teams. There's not a senior in either starting lineup.
That's awesome.
So these teams are built for the future, but they're good right now, and we should be in for an entertaining battle.
Youth shall be served. Redhawks in red with black trim. Spring Valley white with the green and gold trim. Spring Valley controls the tip. It jumps out to Jim Hustle for those starting lineups, of course, as always. Pushing this way now. Nice look ahead. Basket, Lyric Rogers. A nice assist from Amari Alexander.
Great running the floor there by Westwood to get out on the fast break.
Points in the paint, of course, brought to you by North Point Heating and Air. That layup is there. And another basket in the paint for Spring Valley. How about that? An answer. Spring Valley, Jalea Pinckney, the junior. The nice, but both teams scored layups to start the ball game. North Point Heating and Air.
Great pass by Dominique Briggs on that one to get her down there in the paint.
They're moving the ball. Both teams unselfish. They're just so good pitch passes ahead by guards. That's the youngster right there. She's only a 7th grader now, so that shot was a little errant, but young talent all up and down both of these. Man-to-man being played by the Redhawks. Rebound that time by Amari Alexander. We'll call that Monday versus Ridgeview. Neil Britta is really good in the open floor.
Yeah, she just play a lot of point guard tonight with Westwood having an injury at the point guard position.
Yes, tonight.
But I think you'll see Britt play a lot of point guard for the Redhawks.
The injury you mentioned, Sanaya Curry, was out injured. She got hurt in that Ridgeview game that you and I both were at last Monday. So they're going to miss her leadership. They will be using a committee to play point. That's a 2-shot foul coming up. Another drive into the paint that time for Amari Alexander. Both teams, you know, pressing the issue. Line sponsor, of course, we love that. Stewart Law Offices themselves. Their first one goes begging, and one moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today. Look at that young face. That looks like a 7th grader. That's youth. But she can play. 0 for 2 in the line that time. That's going to be out on Britt, I believe.
So far in this game, I know it's very early, but, you know, they talking about a shot clock in South Carolina. Neither one of these teams have to worry about it. They're firing it up.
Oh, nice steal that time on the inbounds. Good anticipation by Gianni Cummings. Shot no good, though. Cummings only a sophomore. Very young roster. Ball brought up by Dominic Briggs. Fight on the floor that time. That's jump ball. It was getting on the floor was Destiny O'Meara and Briggs. Briggs is a young lady who's she's called a tough player and a high IQ player. So she sees things before they happen. So we watched that for 14 for Spring Valley. Spring Valley in a 2-1-2 zone, it looks like now.
Briggs looked like he's hurt a little bit from that scuffle on the floor just a second ago.
She put a hand to her mouth and knocked the face on that floor just now. That wood is unforgiving, Chris.
Yeah, it has no give.
None. And Nia Britt driving. Both teams, as I said, both teams are pressing the paint and the harm. Briggs is a very strong player. She's very physical. The game I saw her play earlier last week. Madison Bethea gets called for that foul. And take a look right here.
That's Britt, but getting the rebound off her own miss and going up really strong to get the three-point play attempt.
Points in the paint. Northwood Heating and Air. Think North Point for all your heating and cooling needs, and also Stewart Law for his free throw. Both teams now. That's 3 missed free throws now for Westwood. Remember, the officiating crew out here. A veteran officiating crew. A 5-second call. That's a good call right there.
Really good defense by O'Meara right there. She really played tough defense on Briggs and got the 5-second call.
Is this a 2-3 or 2-1-2? Trying to see what that back person, like they're playing the back person up a little bit. Might be a little 2-1-2 look for Spring Valley right here with young.
One key with that zone, they got a rebound out of that really.
Yeah, it's hard. Yes,
off a missed shot.
Absolutely. McDuffie Simmons, the freshman, is in the middle fence, and Westwood been slowed down right now. It's gonna cause a turnover. Out on the bounce, Pinckney couldn't get it to go, but running the floor and following up. That's how you do it. Number 12 for Spring Valley. That is Madison Bethea. Great job. Points in the paint once again. North Point Heating and Air.
Great follow by Bethea running the floor and getting down there in position for that rebound.
Absolutely. That's what you teach. How you teach them, right? Follow the ball. She ran the floor very well. That's a travel on Tanner Davis. Both teams subbing liberally here. They're running a couple ball game.
Yeah, a lot of subs in, and we're only just less than 4 minutes into the game. We've seen a lot of players so far.
Tell you what, it's been up and down. The pace has been frenetic.
You mentioned the other night, both of us being at Ridgeview and Westwood game. I noticed in that game it was back and forth, very little slowdown.
Yeah, both teams really trying to push the issue. And that's young Briggs in there looking good. Dominique Briggs, a sophomore, another young player.
A 5'11" sophomore. She's going to be something to be a force over the next 3 years.
Points in the paint, North Point Heating and Air points in the paint again, and that's going to be one thing about Ania Britt. Now, she's going to force the issue. If you don't get in front of her, we're going to step away right now, take a break right here. 6-4, Spring Valley in their early lead. Glad to have you with us on a Monday version. High School Hoops brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Come on back.
Coming home from work, and while I was at a complete stop, a truck rear-ended me. With that became a lot of pain in my neck, my shoulders. My husband thought that maybe we can just handle this on our own, not knowing a year later I would actually need the surgery on my neck. But when I came to Stewart, and he was like, I'll take care of everything. It didn't feel like you were actually going through a lawsuit. You know, you don't have to worry about anything. That's why I would recommend someone to them.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's News Now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's News Now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Welcome on back inside the Stewart Law Offices High School Hoops Game of the Week. We're at Spring Valley High School. See that big V on the court right there, 6-4. They're scoring Redhawks, the visitors, up by 2. And coming up at halftime, we'll introduce you to this week's Atkins Law Firm Scholar Athletes. At the end of the season, one of these Scholar Athletes of the Week will win a $2,500 scholarship. So you don't want to miss that. That's going to be a good time. Atkins Law Firm brings you that each and every high school game we'll do. We do 6 sets of doubleheaders, Chris. Glad to have you with us this year, back in the saddle again.
Good to be back as always. Being partners with you is always a great time.
My man, my guy, my friend, my brother, Chris Deering. Outstanding. Y'all know his name from long career as a sports writer. He's a broadcaster as well. That's going to be a legal screen set at Spring Valley. Games, they're trying to settle in. You feel like both teams still trying to settle in. Again, all the youth we talked about, Chris, the downside of that is things like moving screens.
Yeah, you got to teach those things, yeah.
Turnovers, getting all that in that bag. They definitely play with a lot of energy. Energy is not lacking. As a steal, speaking of energy, Jalea Pinckney, ill-advised pass on the break right there. She thought her teammate was going to continue running, and she stopped on her. That's like a quarterback wide receiver situation.
Sort of had a 2-on-1 break, and like you said, Davis sort of slowed down and didn't get to the spot she thought she was going to be in. But luckily, still Spring Valley ball. They got a chance to still get a basket here.
Let's see now. Westwood's been playing man-to-man the whole game. See if they go zone on the inbounds. They did not. They stayed man-to-man. Jumper, no good, and taken away. It was rebounded by Westwood and then taken away, and this time it's going to be ripped away with authority. Destiny O'Meara. She's going to go lead the break. She's going to the rim. Up and in, coast to coast, the rebound and the score. Destiny O'Meara, number 23.
Again, nobody shy about going to the basket in this game. And you got to like that.
Absolutely. A lot of layups early. Points in the paint brought to you by North Point Heating and Air. And that's going to be another foul Might be on O'Meara. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's definitely on 34.
It's on Green.
Yeah, Kaylin Green. She's entered the game. She's a junior. On these teams, a junior's an old person.
Elder statesman right there.
Yeah.
Junior.
You gotta get in the senior care facility if you're in 11th, 12th grade. And these guys, wily veterans. But a lot of freshmen and sophomore playing this game. Man-to-man, aggressive man-to-man being played by Westwood in the first quarter. And that causes another turnover. Steal by O'Meara. Out on the break now. Lauren Insminger. No call, no harm, no foul. And back goes Spring Valley. Both teams are getting up and down. Get ball on the backboard, up and good. Madison Bethea with another layup in this ball game.
They said both teams were getting out running if any chance. It don't have to be much of a break, but if they got one, they going.
We out and about. We out like a scout on the route. That foul's on 5. Pinckney, but 4-point burst right now has given Spring Valley the lead. We have another lead change in this ball game. And up and down they go.
We sort of expected that, you know.
Yeah.
These teams know each other well, even though they're young, but they know each other well, and this could be that way, I think, all game.
Right. Cross court pass for them. Oh, nice little fake, and she might have lifted that pivot foot. Nice head fake by Insminger, but she moved that foot, and back in for Westwood comes Amari Alexander for 0.
Oh, yeah, she took that step there. Turnovers starting to mount for Westwood.
They really are.
So they need to try to get that under control a little bit. But both teams, I think, are turning it over.
It's going to be a travel. Briggs has had a tough time running that point early in the ball game. She has a nice little handle, though, but just getting bumped and jostled a little bit. It may be a little frustration right now.
Yep. You know, you're talking about the 7th grader for Westwood, Alexander. Last time we saw a 7th grader, you remember?
For Westwood?
For anybody.
Who was it?
Full Wally.
Sure, absolutely. No, and Joyce Edwards. I saw
And Joyce Edwards, yeah.
Yeah, I saw both of them back-to-back years. Full Wally was 7th grader, and then next year, Joyce Edwards for Camden. We and Carrie Rich did the game and had Joyce Edwards in the game, and she was leading Camden in scoring as the 7th grader. Put up about 17 or 18 against Keenan on a TV game one night. But yeah, that's rare.
That's rare.
Very rare on 7th graders on varsity. But Full Wally led Keenan to a state championship in 7th grade.
Yes, she did.
Oh, dangerous pass in traffic. Good catch. And floor not spaced properly for Spring Valley. That's another turnover off Briggs' hand. And O'Meara got it up and in. 23 O'Meara. Finishing strong that time. North Point heating it out. Points to the paint again, Chris.
Yeah, Destiny O'Meara is really, I think she's forced her will on a couple of breaks so far in this game.
Briggs is frustrated, man. She's getting hit a little bit.
That man-to-man defense is really causing trouble right now for Spring Valley.
She's definitely frustrated, but she's a young player. They got to get her settled down. And yeah, the man-to-man is causing pressure.
Yeah, less than a minute to go. I might sit Briggs down, calm her down a little bit for the second quarter, but she's still out there on the floor.
Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Tie game. That's going to be another travel. These players are playing so fast. They're playing hard, but error-filled. And back. She moves well out there for
someone better come out and get the ball.
Yeah, that's it. That was miscommunication. Spring Valley didn't seem to have the right folks in the right places to break that press. They're having a hard time. Loose ball picked up. Amari Alexander beat her one to the ball, got it off the glass, and she'll get 2 free throws and go to our Stuart Law officer's free throw line.
That was great backcourt, full court pressure for Westwood on that one to get the steal and the free throw attempt.
No doubt. She went 0 for 2 last time. Yeah, there it is. She splashes it. She knew Chris Deering was in the building the first time. She got a little nervous. You know, Chris Deering's in the house. Gonna play a little tight, you know.
They don't know Chris Deering, I promise.
Oh, she 1 for 2 again. So she's 1 for 4 in the game on free throws. She'll tighten that up, though. Some of that just excitement and adrenaline. 9-8. Another lead change, Chris. Westwood has recaptured the lead again. We've been back and forth. They led 6-4, and then Spring Valley took an 8-6 lead, and now 9-8. And that's going to be another travel. We've had our share of fouls and travels in this ball game.
Yeah, at least 5 travels, at least.
Yeah, Got to get a passport. You want to do that much traveling, you got to get a passport, get a stamp. Westwood with a steal. Oh, Amari Alexander. Good diagonal pass that time. She's going to go to the line again. She's going to be around the ball. She's got to knock those free throws down. Fouls on 12, Madison Bethea.
Returning to the line for Westwood, Amari Alexander.
Through a law officer's free throw line once again. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, first one a little off to the right. Coming up at halftime, we have the Mark Brown Law Firm halftime report for a full recap of the first half. Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers. Got 1 of 2 that time.
So 2 of 6 line for the youngster.
That 2-2-1 press is, you know what, and right now, if you're fouls on O'Meara, if you're Coach Baldwin right now, you're saying don't foul. You got them flustered. They're giving you the ball. You don't have to hack. So you're going to get O'Meara out with the 20 seconds left in the quarter. Bring in Shania Heath, another freshman.
Sophomore.
Absolutely. Briggs going to go all the way in and gets it and goes. That'll help her frustration. Briggs the points in the paint. Northwood heating in there with a nice floater. Number 14, she's a talented sophomore.
I think she decided when she got that ball, she wasn't giving it up.
Absolutely. Oh, nice look by Britt, but too late. 1 quarter in the books, and Chris, there are 10s everywhere. Dimes apiece. And that's your first quarter score. The Stewart Law Office High School Hoops Game of the Week. Come on back. Second quarter action after these messages.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina.
Light it.
Is the culture. Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm gonna crush this.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow up investigative reports from the National Desk.
News America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at...
Welcome back inside Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops Game of the Week. Westwood Redhawks came a few miles across the way over there. Richmond 2 School over at Blythewood to visit Spring Valley. And everybody has 10 after 8 minutes in the books. A lot of young players here on the court. A lot of young talent. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering with you here. Glad to have you with us here on a cold Monday night. Good high school basketball action. Boys game follows immediately after the girls game, but it's a region matchup.
You know, that makes it different. Region matchup all of January and February, and then we get to the playoffs.
Absolutely. It's a good time. Good time for the high school hoops. Oh, we got away with a little travel over there. They called the second one.
They got the second one, yeah.
Gave her a break. Gave her a little break on the first one.
The one thing I noticed at the quarter, Stacey, Dominic Briggs went off to the locker room, so it looked like she's getting somewhere. She's over there in the corner getting tended to by the trainer.
Yeah, I think she fell on that jump ball early, hit her mouth on the floor. Might have had a busted lip there, but yeah, we early in the second. Just joined us early in the second quarter. Stewart Law Office is our sponsor this year for high school hoops. Glad to have them aboard. They're around for football season as well. I think shout out to all our sponsors. We'll give out a trophy at the end of this ball game, a player of the game and a trophy coming up. We'll tell you more about it as we go along. It's a loud gym in here. The cheerleaders are doing their thing. They're earning their keep. O'Meara, that 2-3 zone causing a little problems for Westwood. They like to get in transition. They don't like to have court, and this is why. It's the frustration, and when you're young, Chris, the patience is a problem sometimes.
Well, that was the most patient they've been so far, and it resulted in a turnover.
It aggravated them.
It did.
When you're patient against your will, sometimes you flipping the ball around the perimeter didn't work right there. So they're going to the bench again. Both teams already substituted in the second quarter.
Yeah, we got Briggs back in the game now.
Yeah. It's a dangerous, risky pass to Briggs. She's going to do a little drop step. Got up off the glass. Amir clears it. And back comes Westwood. Oh, she had Alexander under the basket. Ania Britt, all the rim, no finish. And another shot at that time, up and in. I believe that is 11, Tiani Cummings. Tiani Cummings with the points in the paint there, Chris.
Everything seems to be points in the paint so far. No three-pointers really attempted. So.
Oh, nice pass. Oh, that's a nice pass. Assist was from 5, Pinckney. I think 21 had the hoop.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Pinckney.
I don't have a 21 on my roster. How about that? I don't have a 21.
Well, probably another young player.
Maybe another young player, yes. A couple JV players have been moved up tonight. This one right here, 24 is one of them. Started tonight. Leah and Duffy Simmons. And Ania Britt up once, up twice, and Britt with the North Point heating and air points in the paint. Boy, she's strong in that lane right there.
2 offensive rebounds. Looked like Texas yesterday against South Carolina.
Absolutely.
But she got the second one to go.
Yeah, that was just strong right there. She had second bounce. Nobody was ready to contest. They're going to get a foul that time. We're going to get Tiani Cummings. Yeah. Cummings got her from
this is really physical game, Stacey, on both sides.
It really is.
Girls hitting the deck, going after loose balls, running into each other. It's been really physical.
14-12, the score. If the score doesn't tell the whole story about the action, a lot of action in this ball game. They have not converted. There was a lot of some free throws missed, especially from the Redhawks, and that's another foul on O'Meara. They took her out in the first quarter because of a foul, and then she stays in now. That's only her second foul, though. But
so she might be coming out now because you don't want to pick up that third in the first half.
And there she is. Sure enough, you caught it. Britt coming back in for right now. That's a junior going out, replaced by his varsity something last year. That's going to be an air ball that time, and nobody was ready under the basket. Strong dribble by 10 there. Two-shot foul.
And then that's Pinckney again, and she sort of got bailed out, I thought, with the foul there. And Westwood's got to do a better job of that, closing things out when they got them on the run, basically.
So, good point, Chris. And at our Stewart Law Office's free throw line is Pinckney, her first time at the stripe. All the rim, no good. Got a shot coming up. Stewart Law Offices. One moment can change your life. They have 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today. And the second one to go. That's the lead to 1. 5:13 left in the half. The zone. Taylor Davis wanted the one more pass and got looked off. Lyric Rogers tossed that up, and they're going to get a travel there.
Another shuffling of the feet. That seems to be another theme with hitting the floor and going after loose balls.
There's been some foot shuffling going on here. This had a person in the corner there. Lyric Rogers launches, and Ania Britt right there. Nobody around her under the point, hitting an air points in the paint again for Britt.
Yeah, again, that zone, you got to get a body on somebody. They let Britt get loose underneath, and she had the easy basket.
Riggs in traffic, a lot of traffic.
Now Westwood on the fast break.
And they just turnovers, man. They're seeing plays. They're not able to quite make the plays, but they're seeing. Everybody wants to push the ball. And both coaches don't mind them running, but they're just not. Coach Assey nor Coach Baldrick would like. Turnovers has held this score down to 16-13, Chris.
Yeah, and both of these teams, both of these coaches are used to success.
Yes. Briggs from a deep three. No good, and a rebound. Loose ball ripped off by Taylor Davis. 4-on-1. Got to score that. Lyric Rogers could have gone straight up and probably gotten that, but loose ball comes out to Britt. Off glass. 15, Amari Duggar, the freshman. More points in the paint, Chris.
Good pass by Britt on that as well.
Yeah, Britt's playing point guard tonight. Pinckney, Briggs gonna get to draw the two-shot foul. And we'll step away. 18-13, Westwood up 5. They're bad guests up here at Spring Valley High School. Come on back. Conclusion of the second quarter after these words on the Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops Game of the Week.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Light it.
Is the culture. Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm gonna crush this.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Been around for a long time. The Vikings hosting Redhawks, and of course coming up at halftime, we'll have our educator spotlight. Safe Federal Credit Union putting their money where their heart is. They just set aside $100,000 to put a top-of-the-line money management course into every high school in the Midlands. Free to the schools and no cost to the taxpayers. That's where the family values and forward vision meet at Safe Federal Credit Union. We'll talk to an educator from each school during halftime. So looking forward to that. So good, decent crowd filling in some, as they typically do during the girls' game. Boys game immediately following, and young Miss Briggs, who's played really hard at that point guard spot for Spring Valley tonight. Dominic Briggs missed there at our Stewart Law Office's free throw line. One more coming up. A lot of missed free throws, Chris.
A lot of missed free throws, a lot of missed opportunities, travel calls. I think this will get cleaned up a little bit more in the second half. It usually does.
Absolutely. 18-14 now, and it's been a little seesaw battle, but you can feel like momentum is still up for grabs. Lyric Rogers going to go baseline. Diagonal pass, Tanner Davis. Spring music. Tanner Davis, number 10 from deep. Will Luke Gray opportunity to steal our three-point spot for the first three of the ball game. First made three.
Made three.
Yep.
And Westwood has taken a couple, and here's another one, but it's blocked by, who is that? Rogers with the block.
Yeah, that's going to be, and some kind of went off Spring Valley anyway, so it's going to be Westwood basketball. Will Luke Gray, our three-point sponsor, and over 100 years, they've been helping students build a better future. We appreciate them as a sponsor as well. That 2-1-2 zone again by Spring Valley. Westwood's going to continue to make threes now. If they're going to play against this zone, they're going to have to be effective from deep. They're trying to clog the paint. They're off on as frustrating. Madison Bethea with a great anticipation steal, but could not close the deal. Take a look.
Great hustle by Britt to get back on defense on this. Knocked it off and then, off her leg.
Great timing on that block as well. Rogers, she walked. Larry Rogers, she had a lot of thoughts in her head as she caught that ball. Do I drive? Do I shoot? Do I pass? And the feet kept moving what she was thinking.
Sometimes you just got to catch it and shoot, Stacy. Sometimes you just got to catch it and shoot.
Those canines were a little active right there, a little funky footwork, little breakdance moves.
And she's got to get a talking to on the sideline right now.
You get the buzzer when it happens. When you're a young player, you get the buzzer. You know it's for you. You know whom the bell tolls for. It tolls for thee. When you make a mistake, that buzzer is for you. Oh, strong drive all the way to the rim. Had a bad angle on that layup, though. for Pinckney. And back comes Britt. She's aggressive. She's going to push the issue all the way in and could not get it. The lip of the rim. Briggs comes out of traffic. And just an ill-advised diagonal pass at the time. Britt, this is going to be a hell ball. They're going to keep going. It was, yeah, they called it no foul there. It was just a good defensive play that time, getting back for Madison Bethea.
It's frantic right now,
It's
Stacey. Frantic.
Man,
both ends of the floor.
Disorganized, frantic, hectic. All those things. A little token pressure by Westwood in the backcourt. Three-quarter court token attention they're giving to the ball handlers. Briggs is going to try to set the offense for Spring Valley. There's a nice idea. Again, the ideas are nice. The execution wasn't great, but she had a person cutting and was open for a second under the basket. Knocked away. Britt, mid-range, no good, but a left-handed shot on the left side. I love seeing that from a young player. Alexander couldn't get it to go, but that was the right shot.
A good rebound by Alexander. She just couldn't finish again. Britt's not shy about shooting it, inside or out. And you got to feel at some point some of those shots will just start falling more than they have so far in the first half.
Lyric Rogers back in after getting her general talking to from Coach Baldridge. A teaching moment. He says he been in Columbia area after 23 years in the military. Lieutenant Colonel, he came in the Columbia area. His family came in 2005 ahead of him. He came in the next year. Fort Jackson, his last Lieutenant Colonel, proud of that gentleman for his, thank you for his service. 1-1 coming up now. And you know, the rule that came into place last year in high school in South Carolina, 5 fouls per quarter. After the 5th foul, it's a double bonus. No such thing as the 1-1 anymore. It's going away. So automatic 2 shots.
Fouls in the second quarter, Stacey. Westwood 5, Spring Valley 0.
And Megan Ashley, I'm sure Coach Ashley is telling the officials that Stewart Law Officers free throw line. Guess what? The first one was errant. And the second one goes in. We went from them going 0-2 at the line. They're making 1 of 2 now. So
we're getting there.
Incrementally.
We got to build it.
Absolutely. Got stacking that thing up. Tanner Davis, her team up 21-15. Redhawks in red and black. Spring Valley, and they're familiar. What good steal, anticipation that time. Pinckney could not convert. Good steal once again, and that's going to be out on Westwood. Might be off on Alexander. Could not close the deal once again, but a great anticipation, Chris.
Yeah, Pinckney got the steal and just couldn't finish when she got to the rim, but if you keep getting in the passing lanes like that, you could get opportunities to finish.
Eventually it will pay off. This pass has got to be more crisp against that zone, though. You got to whip it around that perimeter. You got to move that ball. And that's going to be a hell ball possession error that time caused by Tanner Davis. That hell ball goes to the Redhawks.
Tanner Davis has come off the bench and really played a lot of minutes and done a lot of good things on the defensive side.
Yes, and we'll hear from her a little later on in the broadcast. She's also very good in the classroom as well. Outstanding scholar athlete. She's one of those veterans on this Westwood team. A senior, a rare on these teams. Tanner Davis, a senior.
Very rare.
Yeah, I think she may be the only one on the Westwood roster. Wild shot. Throws Briggs through the ball. She immediately tapped her chest and said, you know what? That's me.
That's me, yep. There's been a lot of that's me.
That's on me. That's on me. Like George Costanza, was that wrong? I mean, they made me wait since Friday. I got a lot of stuff for y'all tonight. Deep 3 ball. Touches nothing. Good steal again. But just dribbled into traffic. You get a steal and you're just giving the ball right back, though. Instead of just settling down with the steal, she dribbled right between 2 players.
I think she got a foul call, so she got bailed out.
Right, exactly.
But her anticipation right now is really good getting in the passing lanes. Again, two steals in just over a minute's time.
And several times she's jumped the gap right there, and just great athletic play, great IQ play as well. Stewart Law Officers free throw line. She gets the first one. We may get 2 here. Stewart Law Officers, 25 years protecting the rights of the injured. Go to StewartLawOfficers.net today. Let's see, 2 for 2. Do we have it? Yes. There we go. I told you incrementally. We got to build this thing, Chris.
Stop the presses, man. We made 2 free throws in a row.
Absolutely.
We're ready to roll now.
Absolutely. And with that said, it's a 4-point game. Last 10 seconds of the half coming up right here. Will they get a good look? the freshman, Hannah Davis, they're not going to get it off if they don't. It's going to be a held ball possession arrow, and I believe it goes to Spring Valley. It does. Can they get a shot off with 2.1? If I'm Coach Assey, I'm asking for another few tenths of a second there, but I'm going to mind my business. The score is 21-17. Riggs launches from half court. Oh, for a second, I was wondering. That's a halftime score, folks. It was up and down. Exciting first half of basketball in our girls' game. Westwood 21, Spring Valley 17 on the Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops Game of the Week. Stay with us. Halftime coming up.
Drove a 26-foot box truck. Somebody was in the wrong lane coming straight at me and it couldn't correct, and the whole truck laid over and landed on my shoulder. It impacted me because you worked in constant pain. When the company acted like they didn't care, I knew it was time to get some help. When you hire Stewart Law, they made you feel, like you're just a regular person and not a client. I would just recommend anybody having...
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace. We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at Feeding America.
This is the Mark Brown Law Firm Halftime Report. Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers.
Welcome back to halftime on the Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops Game of the Week, Spring Valley and Westwood. Let's time to talk about our Scholar Athletes of the Week, brought to you by Atkins Law Firm. And for Westwood, it is Tanner Davis. Tanner is a two-time All-Region in volleyball, All-State in track, and a 4x400 meter state champion in track. At school, she has a 4.8 GPA and is the president of the National Honor Society of Black Engineers and secretary of the National STEM Honor Society. In the community, she is active with her church, Young Life, and Westwood FCA. Tanner is currently undecided on her plans for next year, but we wish her the very best wherever they take her. Congratulations, Tanner, on the job well done. You are our Scholar Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Atkins Law Firm for Westwood High School. We'll be right back with more halftime after this.
Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, Rooftop, we got 10 systems. All right, start our day. Unlike many other,
local ownership means we are here, ensuring you get the help you need when you need it. Experience the difference with North Point Heating and Air, a local and family-owned company.
Don't let your system maintenance fall by the wayside. Call North Point today.
Light it.
It all. That is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back. We're here at halftime of this game, and I tell you what, it's been a good game, up and down, 21-17. The Redhawks in command. Stacey Huff here with you, joined by the Redhawks principal, Westwood High School principal, Ms. Tamika Nicholson. And Ms. Nicholson, thanks for spending some time with us at halftime. I want you to share some things that you're excited about going on in and around Westwood High School.
Absolutely.
I am most excited about our college and career readiness initiatives. Currently, our students are completing internships and apprenticeships all throughout the Blythewood area and Columbia area as well. One of the things that is so significant about Westwood High School is we ensure that our students are definitely carving out pathways for success beyond the castle. Westwood is affectionately known as the castle. So there are several CAPE programs that are unique to Westwood High School, one of them being our firefighting program. So currently we have students who complete the entire firefighter training at Westwood High School. Some of the alum are currently employed for Columbia's firefighting team, as well as Charleston, South Carolina, and Lexington. We have our EMS program and EMT program. Those students are working within the community as well. Every single student who has completed that program has successfully completed the certification and are now employable. And we had one of the highest pass rates and even just the students' performance within the state. Beyond that, our students are doing exceptionally well with sports medicine. So we just have a lot of great things going on. We're making partnerships with all of the businesses within the community, making sure that our students are getting those work experiences before they graduate high school.
Principal Nicholson is fired up and ready to go. You got a lot going on. You have a lot of good things going on over there. Last question before we let you get out of here.
Absolutely.
Who's going to win the game?
Westwood, easily.
Well, she got the spirit, Westwood. Hold her down the castle, the queen of the castle.
Absolutely.
Mr. Mika Nicholson, thanks for joining us at halftime. We'll be back with more halftime coming up here from Spring Valley High School as they host the Redhawks of Westwood.
Thank you for having me.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/act now.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people's dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Answer there for a second.
This is the Mark Brown Law Firm Halftime Report. Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers.
Welcome back inside. We're at halftime. Redhawks of Westwood, the visitors, up 21-17 over your host, the Spring Valley Vikings, in our girls game of our girls-boys doubleheader tonight, brought to you by Stewart Law Offices, Stacey Huff and Chris Deering here with you. And how do we get to 21-17? Well, you know what? We have a whole moving picture show to explain how we got here. Roll it. Talk about it, Chris.
Yeah, we got a lot of first half highlights, some good, some bad. Right there, you got Britt going in for the layup to get. And then on the other end for Spring Valley, Madison Bethea. And a big part of the offense for Spring Valley has been, Briggs. There's 21 who we don't have a name for yet on that one. And then Destiny O'Meara and then 12. Bethea again, a lot of layups in this one. Yeah, Dominic Briggs getting in the paint, easy basket. And that was again, Anita Britt.
Yeah, Britt played a strong first half. This year's again, Chris.
Then the three-pointer, the only one we had in the half, Tana Davis, the senior.
That's blocked that time. That's Britt again.
Britt again, all over the place.
That's how we got to this score. Look at those stats right there. Rebounds, and look at those turnovers, Chris.
Turnovers 16 for Spring Valley, 13 for Westwood. Both teams have to cut that down in the second half.
Yeah, I think the team that gets that third line right there under control wins this ball game. It's up for grabs, a 4-point game at halftime here. Thank y'all for watching. 21-17.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
Welcome back. Started the third quarter here at Spring Valley High School. The Redhawks from Westwood with a 4-point lead, 21-17. I'm going to inbound the ball and start third quarter. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you. Glad to have you with us here on a Monday, very special Monday, on a very special episode, as I say on the TV, because of
unusual for Monday.
Absolutely.
Unusual.
Yeah, on a high school hoops game of the week. But Stewart Law Office, and it's going to be an offensive foul immediately. They got Tanner Davis with dislodging a player there, trying to create room for that pass and for Brett. Davis, one of the few seniors we'll see in this ball game.
Yeah, Davis started the second half, which she did not start the first half, and every other starter's out there for both teams other than Davis.
Yeah, but you're going to see some players in the second half of Spring Valley you didn't see the first half, we suspect. That ball's going to be out on Westwood. Yeah, Kaylin Green. Actually, Kaylin Green, I'm not sure Green started.
No, you're right. Green did not start, but she only played a few minutes, I thought, in that first quarter.
That's interesting. She's the one difference. She didn't knock that ball out of bounds. Britt is going to push it, as always. Britt, she has a drop pass if she wants it. Threw a little bit behind her teammate there, and another turnover. We talked about turnovers at halftime. Both teams have been a little loose with the basketball, loose with the old leather.
Yeah, like you said, whoever eliminates those turnovers probably has a good chance to win this game. And another, throwing it away on the offensive end, they got to cut that out.
A lot of these are unforced errors. That's a bad foul right there by Hanson Hook. But just that last pass was Spring Valley. She threw the pass. There was no one looking, though. You threw the ball on the side of the court. No one was looking for the ball.
No one's looking for the ball, and then you talking about the foul. No. I didn't play basketball. I know you did. Don't foul in the backcourt.
No, it's never. That far from the basket is always a bad foul.
Yeah, always.
Never a good thing unless you're trying to stop the clock at the end of a game. Tanner Davis with the strong finish, the hoop and the harm.
Here's the replay, Stacey. That might be why she started the second half. Really strong move to the basket, and now she gets the harm and the foul.
Yeah, so Tanner and 34, too. We have two new starters for Westwood. Davis came in, Davis 10 and 34, Kaylin Green. So she did come in and play well. And now here comes Lauren Crossan, one of the players who normally starts, a senior who's getting offered. She comes in, the crowd reacts. Did not play the first half.
And she had a big smile on her face. Yeah. I think she's glad to be out there.
She's been in this program a long time. I've seen her play over the years. There's a lot of athletic ability. Her and Mariana Moody you'll see in the second half as well, coming into the ball game at some point. Mariana Moody, the Francis Marion commit.
I think that's 3 straight turnovers for Spring Valley to start the half. So they're not cutting down on those mistakes right now.
And that's how you go from 21-17 to 24-17. And that's not to mention that Westwood helped them with a turnover of their own on an offensive foul. That 2-3 zone does frustrate Westwood a bit.
When they get in the half court, they don't seem as comfortable. You're right, Stacy. They want to get up and run and move.
O'Meara with a straight-on three did not look comfortable. And the ball kicked to them. Kaylin Green will reset for him. Green, a high arcing three, nothing. Backboard and no rim.
And McDuffie Simmons got that rebound, a freshman again.
Yeah. There's a three chance right there. Oh, Crossland goes up for that rebound. Mistimed it and still pulled it down. And Briggs, string music. Dominic Briggs, the sophomore from deep. That's a real lucrative opportunity to score three-pointer.
First three-pointer by Spring Valley of the night.
Absolutely. Both teams now have one. Lania Britt into a lot of traffic and knocked out of bounds off of Briggs. It'll be Westwood basketball, 24-20. The score, Lyric Rogers, who started the game, enters in the third quarter now.
Yep. I mean, just wide open three. Good form by Briggs on that one, and she knocked it down. That's what you need to do when you get a wide open look.
Ziel Ratchford, another senior coming in the game in the third quarter. Now, they're going to bring these seniors in. They didn't play the first half, but they're coming in the third quarter, and they're going to try to bring this energy. Crossland is in. Ratchford is
against a bunch of team players that are sophomores and freshmen. That could be a difference in this second half.
And they got to show it because, again, they turned it over early. They got to get those veterans in before the lead gets away, or the game gets away. Westwood has been in control most of the game. Tanner Davis, who hit the 1-3 for Westwood, that was no good. And Green over to Davis. Crossland is going to tire her up. Hell ball possession arrow goes to Spring Valley.
Spring Valley, and they need to take advantage of that veteran leadership out there. It's only a 4-point game, so they got a chance to do that.
Crossland is one of the people that will have to do it for him. Strong drive. Nice baseline move. They're a little late call, but probably the right call. This line, law officers, free throw line.
A good move on the baseline to get to the basket, and she got slapped on the arm when she was going up.
Yeah, easy call. Kaylin Green got her. She hit an arm like she was on punishment.
Free throws a little bit better in the second half so far too.
Absolutely. We didn't get a number. We didn't get the name of 21 at Spring Valley. We had a couple of JV players were moved up for this game. McDuffie Simmons was one, but I'm not sure who 21 is. McDuffie Simmons, number 24, is called up for this game. So the lead now, 2. Valley on a little 5-point run.
And one of the keys is they hadn't let Westwood get out on the break.
Right, and they don't do well in the half court. They got it with a travel, but it could have been an offensive foul as well. Westwood has not handled this zone really well at all. 4:47 left in the third quarter. It's a 21-17 halftime score. Valley's cut the lead in half, halfway through the third quarter. That may be a charge. They didn't call it. It was bang, bang. No. They're going to call a block. He's right. The player bailed out. She didn't hold the ground, so the official near half court called that. That foul is going to be on. That's going to Tiani Cummings.
He's calling a 2-shot foul, too.
Which is interesting.
I don't know if she was shooting, but maybe I saw it wrong.
No, she wasn't. Zion Ratchford, senior guard, 5'7", been around the program for a moment. She used all the rim and got one to drop. Stewart Law Offices, 25 years, protecting the rights of the injured. Visit Stewart Law Offices. Free throw, that was another time we did not, but the lead is cut to 1 now.
6-0 run by Spring Valley right now.
This zone is really bothering with them. They stay in this zone, they could walk away in this game if they just don't fall. Up, down pass. Destiny O'Meara, number 23, with the North Point Heating. Just with the steal and basket. That's what they want. They want transition buckets. Another North Point Heating and Air and basket. And a timeout call between Valley. It was a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout called by Coach Megan Assey.
Yeah, our team got it back to 1 point and then 4 quick points by Westwood, pushed it back to a 5-point game. I think she wants to get them over there and try to calm them down just a little bit.
And the turnover did it. The turnovers, the last basket was because of a turnover. So, again, you want to nip that in the bud, if possible.
If Spring Valley can limit those turnovers and get back and set up in that 2-3 zone, it does seem like to be giving Westwood a lot of problems tonight.
I think just stay in it and not, stay awake in it and not foul. But to Westwood's credit, though, every opportunity they get to push the envelope and run, get out and run. They're doing that. And Spring Valley's helped them with some poor passing. And it all comes back to central to what we said, though, Chris. If you can corral the turnovers, the team that does that is going to have a chance. Neither team is shooting real well. Briggs.
They went in a little 1-3-1.
Yeah, Westwood came out. They played man-to-man the first half. They're hitting them with a little zone now. Into the ball game is Kelsey Chisholm for Spring Valley as well, number 13 in the ball game.
Another name we didn't call in the first half, so a lot of new faces in the second half for the Vikings.
Brett might have got away with a little travel. I keep saying we might see the Moody sisters in the ball game. Maybe we won't in this ball game, but they're on the roster. O'Meara with a rebound and a scoop. What a finish. Nice athletic play by Destiny O'Meara with North Point heating in there. Points in the paint.
That's a big time move by Destiny O'Meara right there to get that rebound and go up with the right hand strong.
Yeah, that English from that angle right there is that's talent. And we're going to step away. Westwood up 7. They've extended the halftime lead to 7 points with 3:09 to play in the third quarter. This third quarter is hot and heavy on the Stewart Law Office's high school hoops game of the week. Come on back.
Some days your strength and resolve are tested. You need a team behind you to keep you going. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized treatment for the athlete in all of us. Keep playing.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Welcome back. High School Hoops Game of the Week brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. It's time for our Lexington Medical Center Smile Cam. Check out the folks out there having a good time. The only local independent hospital in the Midlands. They're here to care for you whenever you need us. Be well. Look at the youngster clapping his hands. The beat is within us. Smells like team spirit up in here on a Monday night.
Having a good time on a Monday night.
Absolutely. It's warm. Better be inside than outside. This venerable gym, around for a long time, home of the Vikings. They trail 30-23. To that zone. Both teams a little aggravated by the zone. Crossland, she gets in there too. That's athletic ability. She got in there easily. And the ball goes up, and it's going to be a two-shot foul. Into the ball game now is Amara Williams, a senior. Another senior. That's the fourth senior that's played in this half. They didn't see the court the first half. They're loading up with experience now.
Yeah, got the seniors on the floor and see if they can make a comeback here in this second half.
Better start knocking out some free throws. That's our Stewart Law Office's free throw line once again. And both teams have struggled. I mean, struggling from the stripe. Those are free points, Chris.
You got to knock them down. I mean, they're right there for you. You got to knock them down.
Yeah, my theory always was if it's free, it's for me. Gratis. Gets one of two.
That seems to be a theme.
Yep,
one of two.
One of two. Amara Williams. That's a good trap right there. That's a good trap right there. And they got to travel. That is a good trap by Spring Valley right there. You don't want to inbound that ball in the corners, Chris. That's trouble.
Anytime you can get double teamed and have the out of bounds line as your friend,
absolutely.
It could be trouble.
There it is. They're having trouble inbound the ball right here. That's a risky pass. And it's going to be a steal. Tanner Davis had it, gave it up off of Westwood. Oh, no, they're going to call it off of Spring Valley. It was a scramble over there for my view was blocked for a moment, so it's off Spring Valley, and Tanner Davis caused a little havoc that time. defensive battle tonight, and it helped a lot by turnovers. That's Crosland just shooting the gap. Athletic play. 30 up. Did not convert. And it's going to be another hell ball possession arrow right here. The possession arrow is going to be Westwood Redhawks possession. So that's where they'll have it now. They lead by 6.
Great steal by Crosland to get out on the fast break. Just couldn't finish. Got a little bit out, not under control at the end. And now it's Westwood going back on the attack.
So a little full court pressure by Spring Valley. That's that. Looks like a little 1-2-1-1 press. That's the diamond press. I love to coach that. I love to call it. You can trap in the corners. They broke it. The only problem is you give a layups on the back end, but she walked before the pass. That was a travel. Spring Valley got the steal they wanted, but Briggs with another travel by these teams.
Briggs wanted to foul, but she took a couple. She shuffled those dogs, as you say.
Shuffled those. Can I get the K9s organized right there? And 2:20 left in the third quarter.
See if they go back in this zone out of this out of bounds play.
Looks like they're man.
Yeah.
Man-to-man action right here, and that's just great job anticipating that. Still with the proper hand that time. That's Zaire Ratford, and the ball was knocked out of bounds.
Great block by Lyric Rogers on this play. Look at her; she timed it perfectly.
That was just good athlete on good athlete, though.
Yes.
Good block by Rogers. Before that, Ratford saw it coming, saw the telegraph pass, and caught it full stride. Briggs from 3, short. Ratford goes up and puts it back. That's a strong putback. Zaire Ratford. The lead is
difference here in the second half, coming off the bench, not playing in the first half. So she's made a big difference in this third quarter.
She came in the game smiling. She did, playing with joy. So is Crosland. And Larry Rogers has a clean look at a 3. It's going to be short. And that was a push off. Kelly Green with a 2-hand shove. Full extension.
Yes. That one was easy to call there, Stacy.
Coach Baldwin
right in front of the ref.
Yeah, it was. Coach Baldwin was a little frustrated because I don't know if she needed to do that. She had position. Yeah, it's going to be 2 shots. We talked about this earlier. Any quarter with 5 fouls. And this one team is an automatic double bonus. There's 2 shots coming up. They've done away with the 1-and-1 as of last year in South Carolina, per the South Carolina High School League. It is actually to speed up the games.
It is, yes.
Yeah. Stewart Low Officers free throw line, and there it is, the missed first free throw. That's been the modus operandi this game.
In a 4-point game, either way, the team that's missed all these free throws would feel like, Westwood would feel like they have a bigger lead. Spring Valley could have the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 1 of 2 there at the Stewart Law Officers free throw line, and here's that diamond press again. 1-2-1-1. You trap in the corner here. It's the second pass. That's a 5-second violation. Chris, I should love to coach this. It's the second pass. The entry pass, you trap it, but the pass out of that trap, that's the play right there.
And because it was new, I don't think Westwood was ready for it.
Nice catch and drive. It's going to be 2-shot foul on Tanner Davis, and Ratchford will go to the line. We had a kid named Torrey Kelly. You might remember that name.
I do remember
on our
that
AU
name.
team. He was a 4th or 5th grade. He was something terrible in that diamond press, my guy. He's been a linebacker, plays up at Wingate now as a linebacker, but went on to play, have a great high school basketball and football career, great collegiate championships in both in football and basketball. Missed free throw again by Ratford. She missed the first one and missed both of them. These teams have left the game on the line. Britt with a nice block. Good trap right there. And she traveled. Yeah, Tanner Davis traveled. This pressure is bothering Westwood.
I don't think Westwood's got it past half court the last 3 possessions they had.
And they're fortunate that Spring Valley has not converted some of those steals. Let's look, Coach Ash on your screen behind the referee that she's frustrated. Looking a little bit flummoxed. Crosland, strong drive up and in. 30, Lauren Crosland, a veteran on this varsity. He picked up the pace. They're trying to get that press set up, and Tanner Davis got hit hard that time. She's a little banged up.
Westwood just is happy to get in the front court at this stage of the game.
Lead is cut to 1. You feel like the momentum is on the side of the green and gold right now. The white jersey, green and gold trim Vikings on their home court. Christine, that's how I once coached some B team here in this building years ago, back in the late 90s.
You've done a little bit of everything, my friend.
I've been around a little bit, man. I'm an old guy. You see my beard is gray. Got to coach a little B team for Spring Valley back in the day. Oh, nice job. Briggs just took it out of her hands. Ratchet with the catch, contact, and the hoop. What a finish. Zion Ratchet, the senior, put exclamation points on a comeback. They now have the lead. North Point Heating and Air points. Talk about it.
Good pass by Briggs and a strong move to the basket by Ratchet.
Ratchet came in, and she's really, she came into the game and entered, and that defensive pressure, she's gotten several steals, and that time she converts and even gets the free throw at the Stewart Law Office's free throw line. That press is, that diamond press is causing problems.
It is.
She got a trap right here. The trap right there, and Britt may settle it down. Britt made it easy, didn't get to the rim. The drive was easy, didn't finish. Briggs comes back, trying to get the ball cross court now, and Spring Valley up 2.
First lead for the Vikings since the first half.
That's right. Oh, Crossland again, another one of those seniors with a short mid-range jumper. Spring Valley extended now. They're going to walk away. They're going to walk away if the Redhawks don't solve this press. Fouls on Britt.
I think Coach Baldrick is looking for a kick ball on that inbounds pass. I thought he hit her foot. He's
right. Coach Baldrick is right. He's going to his bench now, bringing in number 44, Jordan Hammett, a junior. Her first time entering the game, the next dead ball after this first free throw at the Stewart Law Office's free throw line. Amara Williams, nope. Back to the missed free throw thing again, and there enters the game Jordan Hammett.
The fouls are starting to mount for Westwood.
They really are.
Spring Valley's been in the bonus the second quarter and the third quarter. So total number of fouls are starting to mount for the Redhawks.
Can she get 1 of 2? Yes. And the lead is now 5.
Biggest lead of the night for Spring Valley.
Yes. So they're 17-9 third quarter for Spring Valley. Rogers, 2 shot foul. She got fouled. She brought the ball back to her right hand. She'll work on that going with the left hand, but she brought it back to the defender and got grazed on the arm. She's a young player, though, just a freshman. She's got a very bright future there, number 4, Redhawks.
Let's see if she can knock down 2 free throws now.
Nope, that's been a theme. Both these teams will go back and look at free throws and see where they may have left the game right there at the trader stripe on our Stewart Law Office's free throw line.
Like you mentioned earlier, Stacey, they're free. You make these, each team could easily have 10 more points.
Absolutely. A lot of times you can find the game right there. Back into the game for Spring Valley is Jalea Pinckney.
I would think Spring Valley might try to hold it for the last shot, but maybe not.
This whole game has been this way. She fell awkwardly with them. So with 21 seconds, football score 35-31 there for you, but you got to be pleased if you're Coach Megan Assey. Well, this team has picked up the pace defensively. Let's see if we get 2 free throws here, Chris. The first one went in at the Stewart Law Office's free throw line. 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today. We got them both.
Nothing but net on that
Nothing
second
but
one.
splash down. There's that press again. They broke it easily at the time. Can they convert? Rogers put back, no good. Oh, gonna pitch ahead to Crossland. Crossland, Euro step, up and in. How about that for Lauren Crossland? Athletic maneuver. And there's the press again. They have it back again. Right before the half, almost scored again. The lead is 8. What a frenetic finish. What a pace. Spring Valley exerting themselves on defense after 3 in the books. They've taken over at home, 39-31 over the visiting Redhawks of Westwood. Come on back, y'all. We have a promising fourth quarter coming right at you.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating?
Follow up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
The third quarter, after trailing by 4 at halftime, they lead 39-31 over the Redhawks of Westwood in our girls' game. First of two, Stacy Huff, Chris Deering, glad to have you with us. And the place is heating up in here. Building is filling up. We got 8 minutes to settle the score. Fast and game. A lot of hustle.
A big 22-point outburst by Spring Valley in that third quarter after only scoring 17 in the first half.
Absolutely. And some of those, like Radford, these seniors came off the bench. They picked up the pace. They really ignited Spring Valley. That might be a travel to Crossland on a nice pass. Crossland from Radford, senior to senior. North Point heating and air points in the paint. That press is causing all kind of headaches for Westwood. There's another possible turnover. Block shot by Radford, number 11. Nice pass. Larry Rogers with a nice pass to Brett. She couldn't handle it. Gonna be a foul called, Chris, on Kelsey Chisholm. But this pace is picking up, boys. Spring Valley.
It's picking up, and we said it at the beginning of this second half. These seniors might make a difference, and so far that's what's happened in this, and let Spring Valley get a 10-point lead.
They're making some correct passes. They're playing very good angle defense. They're shooting the gaps. They're anticipating what Westwood wants to do to break that press. And Brent calms them down a little bit now at the Stewart Low officers free throw line with the first of 2 free throws. She needs to make this, and they got to find that composure. A young team, she missed this second. So the more experience on the court is in white jerseys right now.
I know they want to attack, but Spring Valley does not need to be in a hurry right now.
Right. That's like that. That's an unnecessary pass, and that's what Coach Ashley, I'm sure, is she's vocalizing that right now. It was just unnecessary. One-handed pass. You know, tough angle.
George Glimp, he'd take you out if you threw a one-handed pass.
Absolutely. The late, great George Glimp. I quoted him on my radio show Saturday. I missed that man. Lyric Rogers, no good, short. Back comes the Vikings. The numbers aren't there, but that hadn't meant anything all game. They go in 1-on-3, 2-on-4 fast breaks. That's another dangerous pass, caught somehow and out of bounds. Just a tough pass.
That's a tough pass. She almost handled it underneath, but she had nowhere to go if she did catch it.
Which makes the pass ill-advised. If you lead your teammate into danger, don't throw it. There's that press again. This time they break it easily, but after that has been a problem. They can't convert when they do break it. Crossland holds the hands up, wants the ball. She's gonna nice dump down pass and stolen. Good anticipation by Cummings. Cummings trying to go coast to coast. Shot foul right into our cameraman over there. He's working hard on that baseline. I see you, my guy.
I mean, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Nobody wants to slow it down. They want to find a way to finish on both ends.
Stewart Law Officers free throw line for Lauren Crossland. Again, this is at least her third year on varsity. I've PA work and TV work, I've seen her around for years. A lot of these young ladies. Radford's been around. So one more shot coming up. 42-32, a 10-point lead now for Spring Valley. Got that one to go. That 1-2-1-1 press. They're going to trap right in the corner. Trap didn't get over there fast enough, and now they got a 2-on-1 the other way. Brett got her own rebound, no good, and that's a grab all arm right there. Lyric Rogers, that's frustration.
That was a huge frustration foul right there. I think this press is getting to Westwood, and they're getting frustrated with it.
Yeah, 2-on-1 break, you want to pass right there of some sort, at least get wide and make the defender commit to one direction or another. 43, the biggest lead of the game now for Spring Valley is 11 points. Crosland, she's going to shoot this. Get too far into the basket.
Crosland knows one speed, and that's full speed.
Green means go. Foul that time by Williams for Spring Valley, and just under 6 minutes to play in the ball game, but Spring Valley firmly in control right now, Chris.
Westwood probably needs to make a run here in the next minute or so to get this lead back down to, 2 or 3 possessions.
O'Meara, drive and floater thrown up, and Rapture's back there by herself behind everyone, and she got fouled. Would have used her body control that time. She baited that foul from Green, got it up and in the hoop and the harm. Zayel Ratchford, the senior, just points in the paint.
Good, she was sort of cherry picking a little bit, playing back, and she got the good pass from Briggs, and she finished strong, and now has a chance for a 3-point play.
North Point heating and air points in the paint. Think North Point for all your heating and cooling needs. So, Stuart Law Officer's free throw line trip to finish it right now. The bonus, the and one, and no good. Picture that, a missed free throw in this game.
I think Kaylin Green fired out on that play, Stacey.
Oh, wow. By herself again. Crosland has spent the whole game behind everyone. Lauren Crosland with a touchdown catch. North Point heating and air points in the paint again. That 1-2-1-1. They have no one really stepping up to want to handle the ball except Brett, and that's a bad foul by Radford. The lead is now 15. 47-32 is your score. We'll get it corrected on our screen. 5:17 left to play in the ball game. That's Coach Baldwin.
He knows he's got a young team, but he looks a little frustrated right now with what he's seeing out there on the floor.
Rogers with a lot of one-on-one plays for Westwood right now, though. A lot of one-on-one. Look back. Guess who's behind everyone? Crosland, and she missed it. She got a little Steph Curry-ish with that one. Coach Ashley not happy. Good pass to Rogers, and Rogers shared to Amir. Britt got fouled that time, but Crosland, Chris, we both seen a lot of basketball, but it's called floor balance. If you're a point guard, your job is to get back. No one gets behind you. If you're the point guard that shoots, the two guard has to get back. With this this Westwood lineup, with the point guard Curry out, sometimes you forget who's the point guard.
That's right.
And nobody's getting back. Crosland's lived the whole third and fourth quarter behind everyone, clapping our hands and toss it. But if you got a point guard in the game, what you don't do is let anybody get behind you.
That's right. It's almost like a defensive back. Don't let anybody get behind you.
If you're a point guard, if you're the point guard and you didn't shoot, you got to backpedal and be the first one back. Now, I know a little bit about it. I got dunked on because of that back in the day, but at least I was in the right place.
Well,
shout out to Tony Shaw.
It's always good to get dunked on, right?
Yeah, Lamar High School, Tony Shaw. I think it was the first ever Mr. Basketball or something. But yeah, new timeout called. Full timeout. Full timeout. So, we do have a player of the game to announce for you later in this fourth quarter. Palmetto Pride player of the game. Palmetto Pride working together for Little Free, South Carolina. See Coach Megan Assey. Her husband's the AD over at Carter Newman.
Carter Newman, longtime baseball coach here in the area.
Yep.
His dad was a baseball coach in the area. A lot of sports in that Assey family.
Absolutely. They have some younger there with 2 or 3 children.
I know Coach Assey's daughter had a basketball game before this. She ran over to Cardinal Newman to watch her play, and then got back over here for the start of this.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely, got to keep support. Got to support the next generation. So you see the huddle right there. Look at the youngsters. The youngest having a good time. Having a great time out here. The music is good. The vibe is good. If you're a Spring Valley person, it is a good outcome for you. We have a player of the game to give away, a trophy to present. The law officers play a team that wins gets a trophy. The trophy usually up here with me somewhere in the building. We have a trophy.
It was right behind us. I don't know what happened
right there beside you right there.
Oh, there it is.
Somewhere in the game. So we're going to have to hand that out. Right now, Spring Valley is trying to get their fingers massaged up and flexed to receive it, but Westwood has time to come back. After with just an athletic play, too strong. North Point heating and air kick that time.
Crosland's really made a difference in this second half, big time. And again, we mentioned it, 2 seniors.
Absolutely, they have. And they've actually taken the pressure off and made Briggs a little better in the third quarter. She played better, as well as number 5 for them, Pinckney. But those 2 seniors have really beating everyone to the punch, especially that defense, that press. That's right. That's Retro right there on your screen right there. She's been smiling the whole while. She's having fun.
Well, I would too if you had the second half the way they're having.
Ritt looking to get something going. Good rebound by Cummings to get it to go.
Big rebound by Chisholm on that time. And she's
a zone. Ratchet thought about it. Crosby gonna step back on him and splash now. That's just too easy. The mid-range inside the free throw line, Chris.
You can knock that down consistently. You got a place on the floor.
Absolutely. We're gonna step away with the score 51-33. Spring Valley all over Westwood right now, up 18 at home. Fourth quarter action here on the Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. Come on back for the conclusion after this.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/act now.
Welcome back from Spring Valley High School. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you. 3:41 left to settle it. Spring Valley girls up 18 over Westwood. They've taken control after a 4-point deficit at halftime, Chris. They're going to wrap it up 3:41 to hold on.
We thought we were going to have one to come down to the wire, but an 18-point lead now with just 3:41 to go. Spring Valley looks to be in good shape.
Absolutely, without a doubt. Westwood, oh, they had somebody under the basket open for a second, got it to her late. Couldn't get it to go. She was open for a while. Look, behind everyone is Moody, just checking into the ball game. Spring Valley still putting that pressure full court. Nice pass, and just Cummings couldn't corral it. Into the game for the first time was Mariah Moody, the junior. Two Moody sisters on the team. 4 is Mariah. 3 is Mariana.
Yeah, first time we've seen Moody tonight, and she made her presence felt early, but couldn't make that transition basket on the last possession.
Heading toward the 3-minute mark. Radford in full control. Oh, nice idea, but good recovery defense by Westwood to prevent a layup that time.
At this stage of the game, if you're Spring Valley, you probably don't take another shot outside of the paint.
Right.
And that's what I think they're working towards, and they're slowing it down.
Radford, a swoop to the hoop. North Point heating and air points in the paint. Think North Point for all your heating and cooling needs. I tell you what, heating and cooling, you know what's been hot? That Spring Valley defense has been hot in the second half.
Just 12 points for Westwood in the second half.
Yeah.
So they sort of clamped down and got it going offensively.
And conversely, nice basket by Obeer, number 23. Conversely, 35-point outburst, or 36-point outburst, check that, from Spring Valley.
Like I tell my wife all the time, math is hard.
Yeah, math is hard. Yeah, I'm not here for the math. I would be ready to run me out the building if I had to be here based on my math affinity. So 2:18. It's an 18-point lead. Spring Valley setting back in a little bit more of a man-to-man look now, kind of daring the outside shot. It's hard all the time. Amia Britt, and she gets it again. Britt went up and got it again. That's just a want-to play by Nia Britt, the spectacular sophomore. I like her future.
You know, still 2 minutes to go, still playing hard, down by 18. You love to see that from a young player.
Stewart Law Officer's free throw line. Britt, let's go look at her right there. She's very athletic. Plays physical basketball both ends.
You know, she's 5'11" as a sophomore, Stacy. She's got some time to grow still a little bit.
Absolutely. Ball off the leg of Spring Valley player right there, so Westwood will keep it. Under 2 to play.
Redhawks has got to get something really quick and maybe from 3. But they turn it over and Spring keep possession of it.
Yeah, I think it bounced off of the back, maybe the back of a Redhawks player there, but 150 now, and it's pretty much benediction time for this one right here. Is all over, but the shouting. And nice cut, Ratchet. Why not? One more time. Ratchet on the hoop. Pass by Pinckney. And that's North Point getting in there, points in the paint once again.
Like I said, don't take any shots outside the paint. And also, but if you're on defense, don't foul.
Absolutely. Pinckney. They get Pinckney for that one. And Britt goes to the line with 2 at the Stewart Law Office's free throw line. Checking in, back in for Spring Valley. It's 10. We didn't have her on our roster either. A KD player, we believe. So Ratchet goes to the bench. She's played quite a game.
Really big second half for the senior.
She may have earned some hardware. We don't know. We'll see. She may have earned some hardware. So
no pressure by Westwood now. And like I said, if I'm Spring Valley, I'm just gonna take it out. But they don't like to play that way.
No. And 127 left. Yeah, you think about the after game plans at this point. Getting ready to watch the boys game. Or homework or whatever the case may be. Crossland, who played herself quite a second half as well. Attacking again, as always, looking to attack. Trying to play bully ball. A step back. Not enough on that one. And O'Meara's going to pitch ahead to Britt. We know what Britt's going to do. We know Britt's going to attack the rim, and she does. Nice scoop. Just a lot of talent for 3 in red and black right there. Points in the paint brought to you by Northwood. And again, the ball's going to be off Spring Valley.
Coach Ass is standing on the sideline with her hands in her pocket, but she's got to think, why are we attacking at 15 with less than a minute to go? But
exactly,
that's the way this team plays. I think they want to go and they want to go fast.
Yeah, been a tough year for Coach Assey in some ways, but outstanding coach as always. Enjoy speaking with her on the phone on Saturday, and it's always delightful. I remember covering her championship runs in 18 and 19. Again, lost to a very good Goose Creek team.
That was a great game in 19.
Yeah. And then won it in 18. That ball's going to be turned over to Westwood.
Trivia question for you, because I don't remember. I remember them losing to Goose Creek. Who did they beat in 18?
I think she may have told me. I'll check it out in a moment. But
I don't recall that one. I was there. I remember that.
She did not. Oh,
good
nice
block by Crossland.
Nice block. You know what? She did not. That didn't come up in conversation. She did tell me she lost by 1. That's a good question. 18. Who did she beat in 18?
You might have been on the call.
I'm sure I was on the call. I was there for the chip when she won and when she lost. I want to say that was Goose Creek too, but
it might have been.
It might have been Goose Creek. It might have been a rematch. I'll get Mr. Google on that one. I'll tell you what. Nobody minds if this game ends right now. I'll tell you that.
Got Britt back at the free throw line.
Stewart Law Office.
Spring Valley got better in the second half.
They did. But we can't say that cost anybody the game because that defense, that press is what.
That did, yeah. That was a big difference.
Turnovers came in bunches. There should be no other shot here, but it may be. There should be no fouls here, but it may be. Carlson looking to attack.
Carlson only knows how to attack.
Yes, she's still. I think Coach Ashley's standing up now yelling.
Nope, she's going to attack.
She's attack, yeah, and there it is. Lauren Carlson, once again, North Point, beating it now points in the paint. Your final score, 57-40. Spring Valley over Westwood, and a come-from-behind victory, so to speak. Our player of the game to announce for you, and our player of the game to announce, and we give a trophy out to Spring Valley after this. What a great game, boys game to follow, but before that, accolades after this. Congratulations to Coach Ashley and Spring Valley High School.
Thank you.
Here for you.
I've got to meet good, hardworking people that have become my clients, my friends.
Help them and their families.
Thank you, Spartanburg.
Thank you, Columbia.
Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Rock Hill.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m. What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Welcome back. We just watched Spring Valley at home win a big region game coming from behind after trailing at halftime. Here with Coach Megan Assey. And Coach, what an effort by your team. They came back a little awkward at first, a little clumsy game, but they put it together in the second half.
Yeah, we're really proud of our effort and how we worked well collectively together. We had some younger kids out there early on that we wanted to see play and get some reps and get some experience on this level. So just really proud of how the team gelled together and played tonight.
We're going to get your team in here. Y'all want to come around? We get your team out here. We got something for you guys. We'll get behind your coach right here. Coach, one last question. Coach Crosland, 30 is our player of the game. Lauren Crosland, talk about what she did to ignite this team.
Well, we had a discussion with Lauren today, and I think her team knows Lauren is the energy, the catalyst for our team as far as getting our energy going. And that's just the way that she plays all the time, just energy all out.
We have some hard work for her as our player of the game, too. Congratulations, you guys. You're our champions on this night. Watch Fox, game of the week, Spring Valley Vikings with a win. Lauren Crosland, player of the game, Lauren Crosland. We'll be back after this with most sports game and the boys game coming up.
Let's let Sam know about something. Thousands of kittens are in shelters across the nation, and they're in need of love and care. When there are too many kittens in shelters, they aren't able to receive the individual attention they so desperately need. That's where you come in. By fostering a kitten, you can provide the care they need until they're ready to be adopted. If you foster a kitten, even for a week, you'll be giving them a chance to grow up and find what's in it for you. A kitten will fill your home with joy, your movie night with lots of cuddles, and they'll even help your social posts look way cuter too. And if you foster a kitten, you'll be provided with everything you need to care for your furry friend. You just provide the love. Save some tiny. To learn more about how you can make a life-saving difference, visit bestfriends.org/kittens.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Welcome back here in the aftermath. Spring Valley Vikings girls team took control in the second half and defeated Redhawks women's team 57-40. And Chris, it was frenetic up and down. Both teams played hard. And then we'll take a look at some highlights. We'll talk about what your overall takeaway from that win.
Big 40-point outburst by Spring Valley in that second half. You know, they brought some seniors in. I thought that was the difference of the game. And they got out in transition and made baskets in the paint, as you see in here on the replays. It's just that's what they wanted to do, and that's what they were able to do.
You see right there, Briggs played a good, strong game, played better in the second half than the first half, and both teams really attacked the paint the entire game. It's just too much Spring Valley, and that 1-2-1-1 diamond press kind of choked off the young Redhawks team, and it forced them to a lot of errors. So that being
second half for Crosland, too, the player of the game, 16 points.
Yeah, 15 points, 2 rebounds. And we're looking for a big game coming up here. Looking to a big game in the second game, our boys game. And Chris, we got that was Deshaun Goddard came up here and dapped us up. His son, Sean Goddard, is the center. My coach at South Carolina State just came by the booth here, but talk about this boys game. It should be a frenetic pace there as well.
I expect sort of the same thing in this game, back and forth, and both of these teams need a win. They are winless in the region, so I think this is a key for them to get going.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be up and down. And Coach Trent Robinson of Westwood, he's expecting the birth of his first child, a daughter, tonight. He is in the hospital. He will not be here. We'll step away and get ready for the boys matchup. Westwood visiting Spring Valley in a region battle here in Northeast Columbia, South Carolina.
Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, Rooftop. Unlike many other local companies getting purchased by national corporations, we're still local and we prioritize your home comfort.
Local ownership means we are here, ensuring you get the help you need when you need it. Experience the difference with North Point Heating and Air, a local and family-owned company.
Don't let your system maintenance fall by the wayside. Call North Point today.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30. What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Greetings from Spring Valley High School as the Vikings, get set to take on their visitors in Northeast Columbia, Richland County School District, the Redhawks of Westwood High School in a boys matchup. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you, and this is a region battle. Chris, these teams are very familiar with each other. A lot of these kids go to middle school together. It's going to be an exciting pace, I think, by both teams.
Yeah, Westwood only has one loss on the year. That came last week against Ridgeview in the region. Spring Valley's 0-2, so both of these teams are looking for a win tonight.
And I think it's going to be something to see here. I think we got some key matchups. We'll tell you about Coach Trent Robinson. He has a situation awaiting the birth of his daughter sometime tonight, hopefully. So he won't be here. He has DeMonte Jacobs coaching in his place tonight. And let's talk about some key players in this matchup. First, we begin with the Redhawks, Westwood High School. Who are they looking to lead them tonight?
For the Redhawks, they're looking for Jaden Cruz, a guard. On the season, he's averaging 10.3 points a game, 3.8 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and 1.3 steals. He's going to be a really big key to what Westwood wants to do on the offensive end. Then looking over at the Spring Valley side, they're going with Levon Smith, a guard. 11 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, which is big for a guard, 3 steals, and 1 assist a game. He's got to control the pace for the Vikings to keep pace.
Yeah, Coach Button says they have nothing to lose. A lot of young team, they go out and play and have fun and let it all hang out. Let's talk about some of our keys of the ball game. We begin with our visitors once again, the Redhawks.
For the Redhawks, they got to play tight defense and guard really well. When they got the open shots, they got to be able to knock them down, and then they got to box out and rebound well.
Whoever executes that plan the best will walk away our victors in our boys matchup. The place is filling up, folks. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering, glad to have you with us on a special Monday edition of the Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week from Spring Valley High School. Come on back, tip-off coming up.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. Here, we are committed to our clients. It's not just a case, it's personal. South Carolina is our home, and we're honored for the opportunity to represent injury victims and their families across our great state. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Food can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
We're about set here for the boys matchup, our second of the doubleheader. Spring Valley taking on Westwood. We get ready for our Jim Hudson Automotive starting lineup. That's DeMonte Jacobs. He's standing in tonight, a USC alum. He's standing in for his buddy, his main guy, Trent Robinson. Coach Robinson, one of the youngest coaches in the state of South Carolina. DeMonte Jacobs standing in for him. Trent Robinson is at the hospital right now, folks, awaiting the birth of his first child, his daughter. And that's Coach Cephas Button right now. He came to Columbia on the staff of Darren Horn at the University of South Carolina. He was Horn's teammate at Western Kentucky. He's a Louisville, Kentucky native. You see his record there, 37-52 at Spring Valley. They stayed on, and now he works in law enforcement here in the Midlands. He and his family, beautiful family. And he was assistant under Perry Dozier for some years.
Long time under Perry Dozier.
Absolutely. Now he's in his 5th year. as the head coach here. So we're set to get underway here. Get our starters here in a moment. Westwood is in black with the red trim. This is travel early. Spring Valley in their home whites with green and gold trim. Spring Valley, they're pretty guard dominant though. They have a couple 5'11", 5'9"-ish guards that kind of lead them. Westwood has a deep roster. They used to play about 10, 12 guys. Monte Jacobs at the helm tonight, as I mentioned. Trent Robinson about to become a member of the Girl Dad Club that you and I are in, Chris.
That's right. That's where we are.
Yep. Talked to a young man this morning. He's excited. I know he's out there listening. Prayers up for a successful delivery. That's a 3-ball. That young man can shoot it, though. Marcus Thomas, we saw him last week against Ridgeview.
Big, strong rebound by Trey Smith, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a guard.
Oh, ball got stuck on the glass that time. Strong move, but put back that time. That's Sean Goddard. We talked about his dad, Nashawn Goddard, up here earlier. That's Sean Goddard, the wide receiver at Westwood as well. I guess that wasn't Goddard.
That was Kyrie Wilson.
I'm sorry, it's Kyrie Wilson. My bad. I looked away. I thought it was 3. So Kyrie Wilson on one end. On the other end, we get a put back. It is now points in the paint. North Point heating and air. All right, points in the paint. Just like the girls' game, Chris. Both teams scoring close in early. After the 1-3 attempt by DeMarcus Thomas. We'll get your Spring Valley's lineup here in just a moment. There it is, Levon Smith, Dwayne Patterson, Kyrie Wilson had their first basket. Kinsley Park, his dad Hensley, is on this assistant coach, and then Preston Parker. Chris, you'll tell us about the Westwood lineup in just a moment. Front lineup is brought to you by Jim Hudson Automotive.
Man-to-man by both teams early so far, it looks like, Stacey.
They're trying to find out. They're trying to see what you got. The toughness check out the gate. Speaking of physicality, that's a physical kid right there. Didn't get it to go, but 35, A.J. Veal, physical kid from Westwood. Then their leading scorer, averaging about 13 a game, had a good look.
One of the keys, knocked down open shots, and that was an open one. He wasn't able to knock it down, though.
Out of ball, out of bounds. The pass hit the baseline. Good idea. Execution was not on the same level. There's a guy 3 and gave him a back bucket. He didn't earn it. That's Sean Goddard, the wide receiver from Westwood. He got some college offers. You know more about that than I do, probably, but he's going to play some small college football.
He's a good football player.
Yeah, Dad played at USC and played for the Giants. And played 2 Super Bowls with the Giants. That's going to be an offensive foul call. I'll tell you what. Speaking of which, that was on
Kinsley Parks right there, getting in the position and drawing the charge.
Kinsley Parks, he played high school. Young player, young son of Hensley Parks. Sean Goddard pulls it down, and back comes Westwood. 2-2 game. Veal strong on the baseline. Couldn't get it to go. No good by Goddard on the putback attempt. Stop and pop. Good looking jumper, no good though. It's a good clean look. Team's just a little jittery, nerves. They know Chris Deering's in the building. Let's settle down.
A lot of good looks early.
Yeah.
But again, these kids have no idea who Chris Deering is. They know who Stacey Huff is.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm the anonymous guy. Look at this. Look at this. The defense by Spring Valley, that's kind of sloughing off them a little bit. They're trying to encourage the outside shot, Chris. Oh, baseline strong drive that time. But Datron Cockfield, no good though.
Again, good looks by both teams, but nobody can finish right now.
Yeah, they can't close the deal. Nice post entry pass right there. Little drop step. That was good defense. That's good. Cockfield with good post defense that time. Ball thrown off of the feet of Kinsley Parks, a 6'5" sophomore, leading rebounder for Spring Valley, number 32. Number 23. Check that.
That was a strong rebound by DeMarcus Thomas, a guard for Westwood.
Absolutely.
These guards don't have any problem getting down there and attacking the boards.
A little token pressure now by Spring Valley, three-quarter court pressure, little trap. Nice drop down pass. Veal could not handle it though. Good idea. Good pressure D right there by Jaden Cruz. A short 3 right there. And Marcus Thomas, Deshaun got it. Up and in for the hoop and the harm. Count that basket. He gets a trip to the Stuart Lawrence's free throw line. Take a look.
3-on-1 break, good pass, strong finish by Goddard. A little different body frame than his dad.
That's going to be a break for us right there. 3:56 to play in the first quarter. 4-2 your score. Fast-paced game, not a lot of points. But the action is hot and heavy here at Spring Valley High School. Come on back.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
Excellent.
We put Watch Fox News local first.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals? Just
follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Back at it on the campus of Spring Valley High School. 4-2, the visiting Redhawks of Westwood over the Vikings of Spring Valley. 3:56 to play in the first quarter. The boys match up. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you. And of course, up at halftime, we'll introduce you to this week's Actors Law Firm Scholar Athletes. And at the end of the season, one of these Scholar Athletes of the week will win a $2,500 scholarship. Looking for a workers' comp attorney? Remember, go ahead and check out Actors Law Firm because who you hire matters.
That's pocket change for Stacey Huff.
Oh, no, I got it in my sock, man. You know, I just get it in my sock.
Sock in the safe like Fred Sanford.
Yeah, absolutely. You and I both are Fred Sanford heads. Got it, trying to complete the three-point play. Didn't get it to go at the Stewart Law Office's free throw line, but we had missed free throws were a thing in the girls' game. The boys' game, you don't want that. This game looks to be a close one. Free throws could actually settle it. Man-to-man being played by Westwood. They're in black and red with red trim. There's a Daytron Cockfield behind the back. Got fouled on the floor, but nice steal that time by Cockfield.
Good steal, and you know, he got the foul on Kinsley Parks in transition, and that's 3 fouls on Spring Valley early, so that this could be a problem later.
You're right, they can mount. You know the rule, 5 1/4, get double bonus. Neither team able to really make shots. Strong drive that time, another missed shot. Good defense, well defended that time. The man who got the rebound played good D on that play as well. That was Kirby Wilson.
Spring Valley's got some open shots, open looks, and they just have not knocked them down yet. And they said that was one of the keys. They got to start making those.
Parks with a hard drive in the paint. Nothing happening there. Entry pass. Drop step. Daytron Coxwell would not let him make that drop step, but he still got the bucket up. Nice basket.
Good little hook shot on the baseline.
He tried it earlier and was a little short, but he's trying to do a drop step, and Daytron Coxwell just not letting him come back to that right shoulder, over that left shoulder for the right-hand shot. He pushed him out a little bit, but he still made it. Nice knocked down by number 1, Jaden Cruz.
And he has the ability to do that.
That's a real great opportunity school three-pointer. Our first 3 of the game, I believe. Parker being very aggressive on offense.
They're running this offense through Parker a lot, it looks like.
They really are. That's a screen. It could have been moving. Nice drop pass. Nice pass. Kinsley Parks got fouled in the act, so he'll go to the Stewart Law Office's free throw line.
So I got a question, Stacey. Look at his shoes. Parks, is that on purpose?
Yeah, that's the thing now. The mismatched shoes. You know, I think Joyce Edwards does it on the women's team in Carolina. That's the thing, man. A couple of years now. One shoe blue, one shoe red. Yeah. So
I guess I'm not up on the trends.
no, man. I got a 20-year-old son. So the good, the bad, and the ugly of that. I love him to death, but I see a lot of trends. Like, what are you doing? Got one of two, I believe.
One of two.
That's the thing.
See if we can do the same thing in the boys' game as we did in the girls.
Pick it up late in the second half and do better. Very physical defense by Parks. And boy, I tell you what, DeMonte Jenkins on the foul there, but a bucket made anyway. Like Daytron Cockfield, North Point heating and air points in the paint for Cockfield.
Cockfield just backed him down, wouldn't give up.
Both teams are trying to play bully ball, though. Parker and Parks trying to do it on one end, and Daytron Cockfield trying to do it on the other. Veal tried it early as well. Both teams trying to test that manhood, that testosterone out there a little bit early. Nice drive. Now he wishes he would have shot it.
Yep.
Found the way up. Dwayne Patterson, a junior. Donovan Mickle, a junior, in the game, number 2. Also in the game is Larry Brown. Coach Robinson calls Larry Brown his 6th starter. There's Brown. Speaking of Brown, oh, nice body control up and under, double clutch. Larry Brown with the North Point heating and air points in the paint.
Big time move by the senior. Body control and finished strong. Westwood starting to build a 6-point lead here, and that's could be problems for Spring Valley if they don't start knocking down shots.
Absolutely. Spring Valley brings in Christian Davis, 6'6" junior off the bench. He's in the game now. Jaden Cruz, another junior. And now in for Spring Valley. They both teams subbing liberally. Bode Cromwell, number 4. Also in for Spring Valley, 3, Nicholas Gonzalez. Gonzalez off the bench, one of their leading scorers. Wait, he has the ball right there. He'll shoot it.
He's got Cruz on him, who has 2 fouls.
Nice double clutch. We got blocked by Goddard. The break's not there, but let Brown trying to touch the paint. Drive and dish. Cockfield. That's not his shot. Touches nothing. Nothing but floor. Speed dribble. I'll tell you what, Corday Cromwell, number 4, is fast with the basketball. Strong drive, wanted to foul that time. Strong drive by Dwayne Patterson.
Mickle, I thought, played really good defense on that drive, too.
Yeah. Mass substitution. One of the players into this line change is Bryson Hardy. Also number 10 for Westwood, Derek Brown into the game, and Veal back in. It's gonna be a hell ball.
That was another open look for Spring Valley in the corner out of bounds play, and they right now have not knocking them down.
Not at all, Chris. And that's got to be disappointing because they get the looks they want a lot of time. Nice lefty finish, Larry Brown at the buzzer. What a strong left-hand scoop. Impressive play. We'll step away. 1 quarter in the books, 11-5, 13-5. Westwood in control over Spring Valley, being ungrateful visitors. Come on back.
Coming home from work, and while I was at a complete stop, a truck rear-ended me. With that became a lot of pain in my neck, my shoulders. My husband thought that maybe we can just handle this on our own, not knowing a year later I would actually need the surgery on my neck. But when I came to Stewart, and he was like, I'll take care of everything. It didn't feel like you were actually going through a lawsuit. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, it's a feeling that, you don't have to worry about anything. That's why I would recommend someone to them.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's News Now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow up in
the connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's News Now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack. Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
Back at it, start of the second quarter here at Spring Valley High School. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering, glad to have you with us on a Monday night edition of Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops Game of the Week. We have a game Friday as well. We'll tell you about that later on, but Redhawks 13-5 after a strong finish to that first quarter, Chris.
Absolutely, and DeMonte Jacobs looks like he's liking what he's seeing so far. His first in here as a head coach with the Redhawks, with Trent Robinson out tonight, and best wishes for him.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm checking my phone. He told me to check my phone. He'll let me know if the baby comes while we're on air. He'll let me know. I'm sure if he calls family and friends, some other folks, I'm not behind the list, but I will get a notification at some point. A little weave action by the Redhawks. Trent was telling me today that he said he didn't know about it. They had like a little second round curse. Westwood had never been out of the second round before last year. Last year they made it to the third round and then had a 20-point lead against James Allen twice and lost the game in overtime. So
I do remember that, yes.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned, I do remember that.
They were number one. Remember, Ridgeview High School was number one in the state for a lot of the season and then ranked nationally. And I did PA announcer for a game. Westwood went into Ridgeview and beat them.
Last game of the season.
In a packed gym. It was the week before the last. And then next week, AC Flora lost, and they ended up winning the region anyway.
Yep.
AC Flora beat Ridgeview, the next week. And that's how Westwood ended up number one with the number one overall seed.
That's right.
Yeah. But they took number one from Ridgeview in their building. Larry Brown. Oh, what a lefty hand reverse. Oh, that was beautiful. Talent on display. What dexterity by Larry Brown, number 4, with a nice 2.
And Derek Brown got that started with a strip down here on the defensive end.
What could Brown do for you?
Brown to Brown.
Brown to Brown. North Point heating and air points in the paint. That's a steal. Derek Brown got his hand on that. Going to the floor. That's what you want right there. Off the bench. That's a give me more playing time coach. 2 different possessions by Brown. He had a nice assist and a steal this time. Take a look right here.
Yep, see, he strips it away and finds Brown on the other end for the layup.
Look at that. It's just wonderfully done right there. That's superlative. Got to get your name in the paper. Pass. Oh, he thought about dunking it. Nice finish that time. Kyrie Wilson, the 6'3" senior, the most athletic player according to Coach Bunton. And that was an athletic move there on that baseline. Nice pass, too. Brown missed. Sidestep the defender, Chris. Another North Point heating and air points in the paint for Larry Brown.
Larry Brown has come off the bench and really had a big spark for this Westwood team so far in his first half.
He got a play of the game nominee right there. Oh, nice stop and pop that time. Up that's Davis, Christian Davis. Onward, Christian Davis. Nice stop and pop. 6'6" off the bench. Oh, that's just a push off right in front.
No reason to do that, Stacey. None whatsoever.
No, just hyper aggressive. Trey Smith, a very aggressive sophomore. But he's a kid that can play. He's averaging 11 points a game. He does a lot for the Spring Valley team. They have some youth out here. So Brown's harassed by Gonzalez in the backcourt. Brown has had himself a ball game off that bench. Called the 6th starter. Played a lot last year on that team that was number 1 in the state for a part of the year. Deep 3. In and out. Gonzalez, he's going to keep it. He's going up. Boy, he went airborne and got bumped in the air. Could have been dangerous. 2 shots.
Get in the air like that, you have nowhere to go, but at least he was able to try to get it up for the basket. And he never hesitated, going straight to the basket and got the foul.
Yeah, Veal was a large individual. Gonzalez at the Stewart Law Office's free throw line and misses the first. That's been the thing. Gonzalez is a scorer, though. You come off the bench averaging double figures in high school, you're not shy.
You don't see that often either.
No, that's not a bashful young man. And that's a young man who knows how to get his points. Splashed that second free throw. 17-9 Westwood. Check that, 7. Weave action again by Westwood, and they get Veal on the baseline, blocked that time. That was Wilson.
Good block by Wilson, but 15 was able to get it back up and in for Westwood Bryson Hardy.
Let me tell you a story about Bryson Hardy. His son, I mean, his dad is coach, used to coach the Globetrotters.
Really?
Yeah, they right here sitting, but his mother and father right here below us right now. Yeah, his older brother Barry played some AAU with my son, played at Blythewood High School. Yeah, you Google, he actually still works for the Globetrotters, Mr. Hardy. He's right here in the building. He lives in Blythewood. Barry Hardy's his name. He was the coach of the Globe, played for the Globetrotters back in the day, and then ended up coaching for a while. Now he works in the front office with the Globetrotters. But he's right down here, lives in Blythewood. Good, great guy. And I just got a text from Trent Robinson. Baby girl is here. Congratulations, Trent Robinson. Welcome to the Father Club, the Girl Dad Club. Young man, thanks for, I'm happy to see you guys had a healthy delivery. Tell mom congratulations as well. So Trent Robinson, a new father. And I thought it might happen during the game, and it happened. He just texted me, so shout out to Trent Robinson. He won tonight anyway.
Best thing in the world. You can't beat it.
Best thing in the world. It's a labor of love, but it's nothing like being a dad. That's the coolest thing I've ever done, Chris.
And right now, it's the best time.
And, yeah, when they get older, after those teen years over. Don't tell them that part yet.
Don't tell them that part. He'll figure it out.
It's fun. 19-10 with 4:49 to play in the half. But it's so cute in the first couple of years. Just those middle, 7 to 17s, 7 to 18.
I got a 1-year-old grandson. I'm going to spoil him to death.
Yeah, I bet that. Those days will come for me down the road. Harassing man-to-man being played up front by Green Bay. They really picking up their intensity, Chris. And they should trailing. That's just a tough shot that time by Marcus Thomas. Oh, nice athletic drive. Could not finish. Wilson. Thomas, also a really good athlete. No call. Collision under the basket. That's probably a good no call.
Good no call, and I think they're letting them play a little bit. It's getting a little physical.
They are. Ball out of bounds to Spring Valley. Mass substitutions. A lot of players in it, shuffling in and out here.
You know, going back to what Coach Button said before this game, they got to make the easy shots. And again, they had a layup down here on this end, couldn't finish. And they've had a couple of, like I said, wide open looks and only got 10 points in a little over, 12 minutes of action.
Back comes Spring Valley, trying to cut into this lead. They trail 19. Redhawks just swarming with a lot of players, and everybody's coming in with energy. Speaking of energy, that kid plays a lot of energy. They got it stripped away, but Derek Brown, can he corral it? Good job running that ball down and body control to get it up off the glass. North Point heating and air points in the paint.
Again, Brown to Brown. Brown with the steal and Brown with the finish.
They reversed it that time. Larry Brown to Derek, Open three, no good, and a rebound by Veal. Redhawks in control now. They're controlling the boards and the pace. Larry Brown, a little hezzy. Oh, Veal tried to slam that back. Fumble at Derek Brown again. Derek Brown is everywhere. Larry Brown, Brown to Brown, string music, splashdown. Redhawks from deep. Will Lou Gray opportunity school three-pointer. Brown to Brown connection.
What can Brown do for you?
Timeout. We're going to step away. Smells like team spirit in here, folks. Here we are now. Entertain us. Monday night version. High school hoops.
When you're competing for every point, you need teammates you can trust. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized treatment for the athlete in all of us. Backed by the #1 rated hospital in the Midlands. Life's a sport. Keep playing.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's News now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack. Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
Welcome back in here. The cheerleaders are having a flipping good time. You've got served. 24-10 to score. Redhawks of Westwood over the Vikings of Spring Valley High School. And of course, Safe Federal Credit Union brings you our educator spotlight at halftime. And Safe Federal Credit Union wants you to know they're putting their money where their heart is. They just set aside $100,000 to put a top-of-the-line money management course into every high school in the Midlands. Free to the schools and no cost to taxpayers. That's where family values and forward vision meet at Safe Union. That's a great idea. Educator spotlight coming up. We'll talk to administrator from Spring Valley High School. Might be my good friend and fraternity brother, Jeff Timoni, who's the principal at Spring Valley High School. His son was a star player here last year. He's redshirting up at Newberry now as a basketball player.
I do remember him, yes.
Yeah, Principal Timoni is my guy. I've known him a long time. I think he'll be the guy who comes and talks to me over here, but someone from Spring Valley will be here. And look at that athletic rebound. Could not get it to go. I'll tell you what, that kid is flashing frustration foul all day long. He hasn't been able to get one to go down. Harry Wilson's played himself a game, but he's had a lot of close misses. Frustrated right there.
Big time frustrated. It looks like there's a lid on that basket down here at this end.
It does.
I mean, Spring Valley just cannot get a break right at the current time.
And, you know, if you Westwood, you're saying, you know, our defense is harassing them. We're pressuring them. They may be shooting a little quicker than they want to. So they're going to be patient now against this zone. DeMonte Jacobs standing in as head coach for his guy, Trent Robinson. Larry Brown from way back. Boy, he shot that about 5 feet behind the line right there. That's a Will Luke opportunity school three-pointer for Westwood, and they've got it inside and outside working, Chris.
They got it all working right now, and it's really with the two guys off the bench, Larry Brown and Derek Brown, has really been the key to this second quarter surge, excuse me.
Travel called that time, and again, the frustration a little bit evident right there for Spring Valley. They're going to sit back in this 2-3 zone. You wonder, will they come out and maybe in the second half and pick it up a little bit more man? I think they started the game in that some, but whatever they tried, the Redhawks have had it. DeMarcus Thomas just sliced through that zone. That's not an intense zone at all right there. Points in the paint, North Point, points in the paint for Thomas.
Yeah, he drove right down the middle of that zone with ease.
Yeah, that's too easy. Sean Goddard goes up. With that rebound, very frustration. That's the fifth foul on. And for Spring Valley is 21, Ian Gauls, a 6'7" freshman. Now, I'm told this kid Gauls, 21, has a bright future now. Only a ninth grade at 6'7". He'll fill out, he'll get bigger. Let the Stewart Law Officer's free throw line right now is that man, Larry Brown. I'm old enough to remember the Washington Redskins had a running back named Larry Brown back in the day.
I remember that too.
One of my favorite football players back in the day. 6-foot guard, yeah. Before I was a Cowboys fan.
I thought you were a Cowboys fan.
Way back. I had a cousin in D.C. that convinced me to be a Redskins fan for a minute. Now they're the Commanders, so I get it. 29-10 is your score, and it's getting away from Spring Valley right now in the second quarter. Law Officers has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOfficers.net today. Just that one to go, and it's a 20-point deficit facing Spring Valley, and just a freshman inbound on the ball right there. Maybe not. I mean, you know, a freshman inbound, that might be what you get sometimes. Just in the game, he threw it to no one, and Westwood gets the ball back with 1:57 left in the half.
Yeah,
that's a good steal that time.
That's a really good steal.
Yeah, Harry Wilson, who's played a strong game, just hadn't gotten a lot of breaks. So it'll be out of bounds. They're not in the bonus, the double bonus. Harry Wilson's a 6'3" senior. Will it be here? Will it be Parker? Oh, Kyrie Wilson again flying in and put back that time by Corday Cromwell. But Wilson kept it alive.
Maybe the shortest guy on the floor right now.
Yep, got a rebound on putback. They needed a basket, now they need to stop it. That's just too easy. Good defense at the last moment to come over and defend that shot by Quentin McGill. They need a bucket. Spring Valley needs to cut into this lead in the last minute or so of this half. Kyrie Wilson driving. Got blocked by Cockfield and a foul. So Kyrie Wilson will get 2 free throws. He's put his head down going to the rim, though.
Wilson has a high motor. He goes to the rim really well, and he gets rewarded for it this time with 2 free throws.
Stewart Law Officer's free throw line. One more shot coming up for Wilson. They need these to be cutting to this lead. All Redhawks in the first half. Let's see if they press right here if they make this bucket. If you're a pressing team, this is when you do it. They made that team, some teams not, they're going, just one man, just a little token pressure back here, but no, nothing official. So Larry Brown with a clean look, he just airmailed it. Might have been too open. I'll tell you what, DeMarcus Thomas is gonna let it fly too. He missed another rebound. McGill
with back-to-back rebounds.
Off the bench, McGill showing himself up. Kyrie Wilson with a deflection. Cromwell still and handles. Wilson turned down to 3. He's going to drive. Got it to the freshman. Good assist by Wilson. Bucket for Ian Gauze, the 6'7" ninth grader. Brown, he's going to get him for the travel. And right now, Jacobs is telling his team to settle down, simmer down now.
You know, less than a minute to go in this half, a little 6-0 run by Spring Valley. It was key, yeah. They got this thing back, you know. It's still a 14-point deficit, but it's not staying 20 going into the break.
Yeah, they're in shouting distance. On a bucket here will be even nicer. Go to the 30-18 or 30-19. That's a dangerous pass. And the game for Spring Valley is 15. James McGee off the bench. Harassing defense by Westwood. McGee with the nice fake. Left the hand up good and nice fundamental basketball drive. Gave him a ball fake and got the bucket up. Oh, that 3 almost went. But Spring Valley with an 8-0 run to close the half. That's something to take it to the locker room with you right there. 30-18. We got a lot of good stuff coming up for you at halftime, folks. It's hot and heavy over here at Spring Valley on Monday Night Basketball, brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Come on back.
Light it.
But to win it all, that is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this. Let's go. So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/act now.
This is the Mark Brown Law Firm Halftime Report. Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers.
Halftime at the Stewart Law Offices High School Hoops Redhawks. And now time for our Scholar Athlete for Spring Valley, brought to you by Atkins Law Firm. It is Mary Ann Gardner. Mary Ann is a track and cross-country runner and was named All-Region in cross-country. At school, she has a 5.28 GPA and is a National Merit semifinalist. In the community, she is active as a peer tutor and volunteers at Palmetto Lifeline. Mary Ann plans to major in engineering, but hasn't decided on a school just yet. We wish her the very best wherever she goes. Congratulations, Mary Ann, for all your hard work. Congratulations, you're Atkins Law Firm Scholar Athlete for Spring Valley High School in this game. Stay tuned, folks. We have more coming up at halftime.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone's like.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
This is the Mark Brown Law Firm Halftime Report. Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers.
School in command over the Spring Valley Vikings. They made a run late. And I'm joined here at halftime. Stacey Huff here with you, joined by my good friend and fraternity brother, Jeff Timoni, the principal of Spring Valley High School. Thanks for spending some time with us. Share with us, if you would, please, sir, some things you're excited about going on around Spring Valley High School.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity. Very excited. We're off to a great start to the second semester. So two things I guess I want to share. Of course, students came back last week, and we had this new law in place called Free to Focus, which restricts cell phone usage during the school day. I'm very excited about that. Seeing increased focus, increased learning so far. So I'm excited about that with our students, and I commend them. They did a great job making that huge adjustment without having cell phones in the class.
Well, that's good, man. So talk about some other things you got going on. I know Spring Valley, you have a lot of innovations going on, and you have programs, and your athletic programs have done well overall. So talk about some things you're excited about around the school other than that. Yeah, we push excellence in academics, the arts, student activities, and looking at athletics as well. I think one thing I want to share that we're doing right now is we have this program called Tap on the Shoulder, which means that if you have students who could qualify to take an AP class, we look at our data and we reach out to them. We tap them on the shoulder, talk to them about taking those advanced classes. Now, these students probably wouldn't be taking those classes, and so we create a plan to meet with them and communicate with their parents. So I'm excited about that. We're about to capture those students and start to pull them in. So really excited about second semester. Good stuff. A lot of stuff going on in Spring Valley. Talk about who's going to win the game. Give me a prediction. Oh, yeah. As you saw, the Vikings on a run. We finished strong into that first half. We're just going to keep it going. His son was a star player here last year up at Newberry Red Shirt right now, his son. So he knows all about the basketball side of things, too. Thanks for spending some time with us, Principal Timoni. Thank you. Appreciate it. Great spending time here. Halftime rolls on. More coming up. Stay with us. Westwood visiting Spring Valley. Up 12, but the game is going to get hot and heavy in the second half. Come on back. Go Vikings.
Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, Rooftop, we got 10 systems. All right, let's start our day. Unlike many other local companies getting purchased by national corporations, we're still local and we prioritize your home comfort.
Local ownership means we are here, ensuring you get the help you need when you need it. Experience the difference with North Point Heating and Air, a local and family-owned company.
Don't let your system maintenance fall by the wayside. Call North Point today.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Light it.
Win it all. That is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this.
Ah, let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's.
This is the Mark Brown Law Firm Halftime Report. Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers.
Back at it, halftime score, Redhawks 30, Vikings 18. It's a good time on a Monday night. Stewart Law Offices, High School Hoops Game of the Week on a Monday night. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you. How did we get to 30-18? Well, I'm glad you asked. We have a whole moving picture show to talk about it. Roll it. Take it away, Christopher Deering.
A lot of it had to do with Larry Brown from Westwood. He got on his good foot, just like James Brown used to do.
I love it.
And he took over that first half for the Redhawks, and big spark off the bench.
It's right there. That was big up and under right there.
Spring Valley was able to get out and run some, but Derek Brown to Larry Brown, big move, big time move right there to the basket.
Yeah.
And if they keep doing that, it's going to be hard for Spring Valley to come back in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? Spring Valley got to meet the Browns off the bench. Derek Brown and Larry Brown here off the bench and really ignited. That's Bryson Hardy right there, and that's Derek Brown. Yeah, the Browns really showed up. What Brown can do for you, they can ignite you to a 30-18 halftime lead. But Spring Valley showed life late in that half.
Yep, big time run at the end, 8-0 run for the Vikings to get back into it, because it was a 20-point game at one point.
That's a young man right there off the bench, 15. That last basket we saw, James McGee. Look at some of these stats. Westwood shot the lights out pretty much 50%.
Well, the big one that stands out to me is 33% for Spring Valley, and they got that up late because it was worse than that, I think, going into the half.
And Chris, a lot of those were close misses. They were missing in the paint, and that was painful. Kyrie, Wilson and Patterson, those guys were getting in the paint like they wanted to. They may convert some of those, and we may get a barn burner, but they had the opportunities. So that's our stats. 8 turnovers to 5. Both teams want to do better. We'll step away and come back with the beginning of the third quarter on Monday night action on High School Hoops Game of the Week, brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Come on back.
Light it.
But to win it all, that is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this.
Ah, let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
The impact is well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when futures are nourished, everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/act now.
Welcome back. Started the third quarter here. Spring Valley Intrepid reporter, sports writer supreme, Christopher Deering. Glad to have you with us. It's Monday night. Cold outside, but getting hot in her. 30-18, Westwood inbounds the ball. And that's going to be another, just too easy in the paint. Got a deflection. Spring Valley trying to cut into this lead. They did damage. It was down. Just starting the second half. Number 24, Christian Davis.
Nice 10-0 run by Spring Valley now that they sandwiched this half. And, you know, they keep this up, we might have a ball game here going in the third and fourth quarters.
North Point heating in there, points in the paint that time by Young Davis. Nice pass to Goddard. Goddard got it up in there. Nice pass up top to Sean Goddard, 6'3", football prospect.
You know, the starters didn't do a lot for Westwood in the first half. It was a lot of the bench guys, like I say, with Larry Brown and Robert Brown.
Goddard with a foul you don't want right there. That far from the basket, and you're a post player. Then Nashawn, I mentioned earlier, sitting right down below state offensive line coach, played for the Gamecocks. I think bit for the Panthers, but definitely won 2 Super Bowl rings with the Giants. Good guy.
Great guy.
Yeah, recruits this area very well for the South Carolina State Bulldogs. Davis going to try from deep now. He already got a bucket in the paint. But Marcus Thomas is going to bring it back. 3-ball, look good, splash down. And that's how you answer. Jaden Cruz from deep with the real look great opportunity to score three-pointer. And a flop warning. He fell down. He fainted as he made the shot, and that was a flop warning.
That's new this year. The flop.
That is. Yes.
Because we saw it called last Monday, and I did not realize that was a thing.
Yeah. I didn't know it was there in high school for sure. I knew the NBA had been cracking down on it, but kids are flailing on those threes, kicking the leg out, and they got Cruz. They caught Cruz on that one. I think after the one, the next one I think is a foul.
It is.
Entry pass got away from Davis in there. Nice idea, but execution was lacking. Oh, nice pass. They didn't get back. A.J. Bill gets, and Bill cut him.
Bill made him pay. I mean, and that's a big-time dunk. But you can't let the guy get behind you like that on an inbounds play.
Man, that's a North Point hitting in there, points in the paint. You didn't catch that. Bill cut him. Bill cut it. Come on now.
I got you.
I'm in mid-season form right now. Short corner jumper right there, no good, but rebound comes back to Parker. And he got it the second time. It came right back to him. That's a poor job of blocking out. Preston Parker. We have a ball game, folks. It's 15, but I'll tell you what, the intensity is picking up. If you're Spring Valley, you got to feel pretty good about the energy you're playing with right now. We're down 20 at one point.
You know, it feels like the girls' game, whereas after halftime, both teams come out a little more loose, a little more aggressive, and making things happen.
Deep three. That's just a tough shot that time, and rebound by Christian Davis. Got to trying to make him pay right here. And that's just mishandling the ball. Focus. There's got to be a little more focus there from Dwayne Patterson. He's the leading scorer. Got frustrated a little bit in the first half.
There's the big-time dunk after the inbounds play.
And that's the one effort play you can't be happy about at the Spring Valley. They picked up the pace, and on the other end, Redhawks just had a lazy pass on their end. Both teams look a little unfocused early in the third quarter, just fumbling away basic passes. The young man there's been kind of quiet. Trey Smith, second leading scorer. Can't get it to go, and Cockfield comes out to rebound. He's going to push the pace. Nobody stopped the ball until he got deep in the paint. That's going to be foul on Davis.
You got a little bit of NBA right there. I fouled him.
Right.
You grabbed the man by the arm.
Palms up in the air all the time, like, what, me? How could you dare call that? They have the bloody stump of an arm in the hand.
Yeah.
And I didn't touch him. 2 shots coming up at the goal line for Datron Cockfield, athletic kid, and he misses the first of 2. We've had a lot of that tonight. Free throw, the way people miss free throws, you think they're not free. They have a big price tag on them. Just go up there and knock down that. What is that, a 15-footer? How many feet is that?
That's a 15-footer, and we've seen him make 1 or 2, make 50%.
Absolutely, uncontested. A little pressure now, three-quarter court pressure by Westwood. They play a deep roster, so they want to increase the pace, of course. Nice kick-out pass, one more pass. Everything but, it was a good look for Kyrie Wilson, just couldn't get it to go down.
That was the right play, right shot, good shot. Just couldn't make it, couldn't sink it.
So Westwood, let's see if they go to that zone on they're kind of zoning up on the inbounds pass right here. Then match up after that. Patterson's going to try to reset the offense now. Spring Valley. He's trying to force the issue. He's trying to force the referee to make a call right there. The referee is not having it, letting them play. Cockfield walks into a three, and that's just not his shot.
We said that in the first half. He took one just like
it hit floor.
Yes.
Both times he hit floor.
It's easy to hit that floor.
Yeah, I can do that from here. I can shoot a shot to hit all floor. Little 2-2-1 press by the Redhawks. 2-2-1. They want to get the ball to the middle of it if you can. If you break that press, you get layups on the other end. It's just hard to break. They have height at the front of that press. Patterson with a clean look. Splashdown. That's what he's been waiting on. Dwayne Patterson averaging 13 a game. Just a real great opportunity to score a three-pointer. He's been waiting on that, though. That was
he's been quiet.
Yeah.
So that might get him going now in the second half.
Absolutely. Young man has played with energy. He just had not the shots down. Got it with the ill-advised pass to the paint. Tell you what, Cruz wanted a foul on that jumper. Patterson frustrated. He wanted the ball. There it is. He's going to get his chance right here. Rises up again. Thought he was trying to warm up a little bit right there. Davis puts his head down and charges the paint. Davis has played with a lot of energy this half. 2 shots coming up for him. Step away with 3:22 left to play in the third quarter. Back and forth they go, but Westwood still in control by 13. Come on back. High school hoops of the week on the Monday.
Drove a 26-foot box truck. Somebody was in the wrong lane coming straight at me, and it couldn't correct, and the whole truck laid over and landed on my shoulder. It impacted me because you worked in constant pain. When the company acted like they didn't care, I knew it was time to get some help. When you hire Stewart Law, they made you feel, like you're just a regular person and not a client. I would just recommend anybody having...
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Welcome back. 3:22 left to play. Lexington Medical Center is going to show you a little bit of that smile cam action right there. Take a look. Smiles all in the building. Smells like team spirit. The cheerleaders are doing a little flipping contest on the court. Folks are clapping, showing appreciation. The music is good. It's a good vibe. Warm in here. The youngsters are having a good time here. It's a cheerleader battle. They're flipping. Look at that. There it is. All the way down the court. Can she go to full length? Great job. Lexington Medical Center brings you Smile Cam as the only local independent hospital in the Midlands. We're here to care for you whenever you need us. Be well. Stacy Huff, Chris Deering here with you at Spring Valley High School. Cold Monday. That cold snap has been real. That's why the game is on a Monday, folks. The weather concerns moved this game from Friday to the day. More activity was canceled on Friday around the Midlands, around the state. Davis at the Stewart Law office's free throw line. Chris, I'm gonna blame you if he misses it. And got that. That's what it's been. You're right. Stewart Law offices want you to know, of course, that they are 25 years protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today. A little pressure now for Spring Valley. They a little pressure trying to throw Westwood off a little bit. 12-point game. He needed those free throws, though. You got to steal those points. You're trying to mount a comeback.
It was 12 at the half, so we've been a stalemate here in the third quarter.
Absolutely. You can't have a stalemate when you're the trailing team. You got to try some inroads, and that's just over penetration by the Redhawks. That's a steal Spring Valley needed. Oh, alley-oop. Oh, just miscued a little bit between. Oh, that would have been so beautiful Trey Smith tried to get it to Kyrie Wilson and could not execute that. Wilson's a high flyer. Now that's Smith now. Here you go. He's going to try to get up. Still in too much momentum. He cannot get the body control. That sums up the night for Spring Valley.
That really does. I think that sums it up big time.
The defensive player just could not get the finish. They've had a lot of everything but. So they've 2 point-blank shots they've missed right there. They could use that right now. It'd be an 8-point game. Larry Brown, Davis, Kyrie Wilson gets to the floor quicker than anyone.
He is very athletic.
He really is. Plays hard, man. You only ask for kids to just give it all they have like that. He really has a high motor, as you mentioned. You got a feeling these next couple possessions, you got a feeling they're going to be huge going into the fourth quarter. They can get away from Spring Valley or they can tighten it up here.
You almost got to think you got to get to single digits before the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, you definitely think that because they've just not shot well tonight. You don't want to put that pressure on yourself to make all the shots in the fourth quarter. They just missed a lot of point-blank bunnies in this game. Veal with a bull move just powers his way. Points, North Point hitting it out, points in the paint.
A.J. Veal's a big body. He knows how to use it, and he got down there on the block and made an easy basket.
We didn't have Westwood on our Friday Night Rivals high school football game in the week schedule, but if Veal is not a tight end, somebody may look into that. Foul on the floor, it's a travel. More defensive end. Yeah. They're going to the bench now, and Cruz is going to go out in favor of Donovan Nickel at that bench. And then Spring Valley brings another quick player of their own in, and Corday Cromwell. He's from Spring Valley now. 3-quarter court. Oh, Brown, they caused a miscue. That's what the press is supposed to do. Got him out of sync. Oh, that was a good defense right there by Thomas to disrupt that fast break. Veal got fouled and almost forced that ball in. He's a strong kid.
He's really a strong kid. But for the big guy to get out and run the floor, that's big time for A.J. Veal to get out on the break. Look at that, going up strong. Like I said, he almost finished.
Yep. Got fouled pretty hard there by Patterson. He gets 2 free throws at our Stewart Law Office's free throw line. The Stewart Law Office is getting to work. And again, a missed free throw. Nick Gonzalez comes in for Spring Valley, one of the lead scorers, and he's off the bench. He missed the first, make the second. Unless, of course, Chris Deering jinxed him. And Chris jinxed him. It's your fault. I'm blaming you. 0 for 2. If you can't make either free throws, people are going to beat on you all night. You just took a beating for nothing if you don't make the free throws. Nice, smooth jumper by Dwayne Patterson there, number 2. Little 1-2-2 token press. They're not really forcing that trap, though. They're just trying to make Westwood commit the unforced error, which they did the last time.
They did, you're right.
Derek Brown, who played a good second quarter, and it's off him. Oh, I thought it was off him. The ball got deflected on that baseline pass. Yeah, Brown is a senior. Both Browns are.
They're like instant offense off the bench. And
Spring
just like
music,
that.
Larry Brown the third, by the way. His dad sat behind me at the Regency game. This year I got to say Larry Brown the third. String kid, Will LeGray Opportunity School, 3-pointer. Is that what, 3 threes for him this game?
I think so. And like I said, they're instant offense off the bench. They're 2 Brown boys.
Patterson, jumper looks good again for Patterson. Just can't get the 3-ball to go. He's had some clean looks. But that man right there with the ball in his hand has been dangerous. He's going to rise and fire. String music, Splash City. Larry Brown the third for 3. Getting it done. That looks good. That's a good-looking jumper.
He's feeling it right now.
Baseline, Patterson. Nice drop out pass to Parker. That's well done at the third quarter buzzer. Well, third quarter once again. Westwood will step away. Fourth quarter action coming up on the Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops Game of the Week.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from.
Back at it. About to start the fourth quarter here. 46-30 is your score. The Redhawks just being rude guests to the Vikings. Defense has been turned up. The shot making, the driving has been good. Spring Valley trying to mount a fourth quarter comeback. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you. We have 8 minutes to settle it on the campus of Spring Valley High School. It'll be Spring Valley's basketball, and they need to start right here with a bucket. Look at the young fella having a good time there in the stands. Oh, Patterson will keep this. Just could not, just story tonight, couldn't finish, but nice, strong putback that time. Preston Parker. North Point heating in air, points in the paint, Chris.
Yeah, that's a big-time rebound by Parker, and they needed that basket to start the fourth quarter. And they get the turnover now to maybe try to cut into this lead.
If they get this thing under 10, the pressure shifts to the Redhawks. And that's a long shot by Patterson, just not there. Way short. Been a frustrating night for Dwayne Patterson. Another clean look for Redhawks, but didn't go. But Brown, Derek Brown, and who is this off of? A lot of hands in there. It's going to be Spring Valley basketball. So 46-32 is your score. Just underway in the fourth quarter. First game of 6 doubleheaders we'll do this season. Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. Travel. One too many, Chris.
He sort of fumbled the handoff and took an extra step when he did.
He hadn't really got on track either. Gonzalez averaging double figures. Brown pick. Diagonal pass, tough pass. Floater. Oh, went back, got it himself and blocks. Gonzalez, I just mentioned him. He's trying to get on track. He and Kyrie Wilson collided. But in the meantime, Preston Parker gets the putback. The lead is 12 again.
Preston Parker got the block on the defensive end and got down and got the rebound to the score on the offensive end. So big 2 plays on both ends of the floor by Parker right there.
And a travel for the Redhawks. Avil comes back in for the Redhawks. Back in after getting a little break for Spring Valley is Trey Smith. So chance to cut it to 10. We talked about the 10-point. Chance to cut it to 10, 9 with the 3, Chris. This crowd will wake up if they make a bucket right here. A lot of basketball left to play. Christian Davis is going, Euro step. And could not, that's the, again, story of the night. They cannot get that critical hoop to go down. Larry Brown got it knocked away. This is going to be interesting right here. Goddard is going to go up. Defend, no foul, no goaltend. They keep playing. Patterson picked up the dribble in a tough spot. Davis with a tired man's attempt at a dunk. And to Sean Goddard gets hit on the head on the layup. Whistle was a little late, but it was the right call.
That was a great block by Goddard back on the defensive end.
It was.
And, no foul called, so got to think it was clean.
2 shots for Sean Goddard at the Stewart Law Officers free throw line. Is he going to keep the pattern going, miss the first, make the second? There's the missed first one. What is going on with the free throws?
That's 3 in a row by Westwood missed.
What is going on? That's how you let a team stay in the game. Stewart Law Officers, over 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOfficers.net. And missed them both.
Too hard on both of them.
Well, they're begging Spring Valley to come back in this lead right here. Wilson Again, Spring Valley needs a bucket. They just can't get the bucket to cut it to 10. And not really great looks.
But they're in the paint.
Right, in the paint.
Just not getting good looks and good fit difference in this ball game unless they make a move here very quickly.
On by. Splash now. Why do that when you just get 3? Larry Brown, the third for 3. Will Lukery Opportunity School three-pointer. And Spring Valley out of bounds. Just, again, remember it was 12. They had 3 possessions to cut it to 10. Now it's back up to 15.
Back the ball.
Timeout called. Full timeout.
You know, I thought the first half was the Larry Brown show, but I think the second half has been more of the Larry Brown third to show.
And that last play was just when you're feeling the most confidence. Usually when you get a big on a guard, the automatic signal is just go by him. It's supposed to be disrespectful for a big to go. Larry Brown was like, I might could go by you, but how about just drop this 3 on you? That's third at that.
3 threes for the third.
Making all the Larry Browns, making all the Browns happy. Meet the Browns. Let's go. You see the timeout, Palmetto Pride. We'll announce our Palmetto Pride player of the game. Palmetto Pride working together for a litter-free South Carolina. Coach Cephas Bunton, the Louisville, Kentucky guy. He said some of his uncles went to school with Muhammad Ali. He's from Louisville. When you say Louisville, Kentucky, I think about my sports idol, Muhammad Ali, my fellow Capricorn. And he says, yeah, some of his people actually knew Lip was his first nickname.
The Louisville Lip?
Yep, that was his first nickname before the other nicknames that came after it. And he was an amateur. So Patterson got away with Smith got away with a foul. Timeout call. Good call by DeMonte Jacobs. 30-second timeout. 5:05 to play in the game. Everybody get a 5-second count over there.
Yep. Like I said, Jacobs coaching his first game for Trent Robinson, and you know he made a good call there, get his team out of trouble, keep possession.
That dude knows basketball. He's been around a long time. He knows the game. And again, DeMonte Jacobs, by the way, let me say this. Fellow Gamecock, by the way, UC alum. He'll be a head coach, I think, soon and very soon. Soon and very soon. Someone will snatch DeMonte Jacobs up and he'll be a head coach. So, no doubt about it. Westwood, 15-point lead. Spring Valley trying to trap, trying to press. They got him the 5-second count.
Got the 5-second count.
Yep.
I was getting ready to say that. He's about to get a 5-second count right now.
Definitely got it that time. That was poor awareness by Westwood, just what Spring Valley needs. And DeMarcus Thomas back in for Westwood, speaking in now to try to alleviate that problem next time they have it. But Spring Valley has a chance to 5 to play, just under 5 to play. They got to dig into this lead now. That's just a risky pass. Trey Smith with a strong drive, just tough shot. That's a tough shot, Chris.
It's tough shots, but again, you get shots in the paint.
Don't get 2 shots. He's fouled that time in the act by Gauze, the freshman.
Talking about being physical. I don't think these refs will call anything right now. They might be hungry.
They might be hungry like I am. Stewart Law Offices, free throw line. Veal, AJ Veal. See, Veal is a food. See, that's all part of the problem right here. And again, the missed free throw, man. What is good?
5 in a row missed by Westwood.
On the front end or total?
Total.
Wow. The missed free throws are allowing Spring Valley to hang around. Spring Valley's going to get a couple of these threes to fall, and we're going to have a barn burner down the stretch. We got the second one. The lead is 16. Gonzalez comes up against pressure. Thomas operating on Thomas. Picks that dribble up. The freshman Gauze, 6'7". Patterson got fouled in the act. That's going to be 3 shots coming up.
Now, if he can knock down all 3 of these, again, it helps you.
The free throw line.
Yeah.
He's had a frustrating night, though, but he can close it out and erase all that. Patterson's played so hard. Through the law officers, free throw line. Got one. Get all three of these now. They stopping them. And there you go. That's the free throw line again, Chris.
He's got pretty good form, it looks like, too.
And he's had good. Some of his jumpers have looked really good. It just hasn't gotten him to go down. Hasn't gotten him to fall. Miss 2 out of 3. You can't have that.
Hit the front end on the last 2.
Yep. It's tired. That may be fatigue. Thomas would have dropped down past the Ville. A shot bothered by Gauze. That was a nice pass, though, by Thomas. And back comes Spring Valley. Kyrie Wilson. Off Patterson. That's more frustration on a frustrating night. We're going to step away, folks. There's 3:49 left to settle the score here. 15 over Spring Valley on a cold Monday. It's the Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. Stay with us.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your... We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want the six-pack. Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
School Hoops Game of the Week. Spring Valley. Do they have enough time at 3:49 to mount a comeback? Stacy Huff, the estimable Christopher Deering here with you. We'll see, Chris. We'll see. Intensity must be ratcheted up for Spring Valley on both ends.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating night for the Vikings. Have not shot the ball well, and they needed to do that coming in. A big turnover there.
And usually when they get this moment, something happens. That stopping pop there, right there, just overpassing. The freshman, Gauze, wasn't looking. He could have called that maybe for a dunk, but Gonzalez, they think he's going to shoot it.
He was getting in rebound position. He turned away from him, and Gonzalez threw it in the post, and Gauze wasn't looking.
These are the things that happen when it's not your night. Oh, that's nice shot assist. Deshaun jumped up. Got to get up to get down. Nice assist that time from Cruz. And Sean got it, the 6'3" receiver. And now he's trying to block a shot on that end. That was North Point getting in their points in the paint for Westwood. And back they come. And then they got it again. They're trying to push the issue again. Brown cruising to the net. Jalen Cruz from deep. Will look great opportunity to school. Three-pointer.
The Redhawks has got the deep ball going in the second half.
Yes,
That's
sir.
been a big difference.
Absolutely. And now it's a 20-point game. We were talking about cutting it to 10 just a few moments ago. And clean look. Trey Smith. Sorry, they finally get a 3 to go. Timeout called. And they're trying to see if they have a 30 or a full. It's a 30, I believe, for Spring Valley right there. You hear the sounds of Frankie, the late great Frankie Beverly here. Outstanding PA man and DJ in the building. Take a look at the huddle right there, Chris. It's been a great game for Westwood. Playing without their head coach, their leader, Trent Robinson. Congratulations once again to just joining us. Trent Robinson became a dad tonight. Monte Jacobs filling in capably for him. Outstanding staff he assembled there. You mentioned earlier, Trent Robinson may be the youngest coach in the state.
You know, I was talking to somebody about this last week, and I think he really might be the youngest coach in the state.
And this is his second year. He's 27 or 28. He came out of Ridgeview High School. He played at Ridgeview. Came out in 2015 out of Ridgeview High School. That makes him about 27, 28. Played at College of Charleston Southern and College of Charleston. Had a grad year. He finished at Bob Jones, but there was COVID going on, and they didn't finish that season. That's when he got his master's degree. Up there. And Marcus Thomas, oh, got it, wanted the alley-oop. Got it, he wanted it. He was running with them. Got it. Back comes Spring Valley. Kyrie Wilson fouled in the act. 2 shots coming up.
I think Wilson's had a frustrating night, too. He's had a lot of good looks, but just hadn't gotten things to fall.
Talking to Cephas Bunton, their coach there. Let's look at Wilson right there. Screening at the Stewart Law Officer's free throw line. And, you know, talking to Cephas Bunton, he said, you know, their team, they feel like they're a young team. They just want to get up and down the floor and have fun. They feel like they have nothing to lose this year. So you don't want to say rebuilding, but they got a team that's, you know, they were picked second to last in the region. And they feel like, you know, people are expecting. We just go out and see if we can shock some people, just play our game. And they do have some pieces. They have some good pieces on this team. Some of them are young, though, like 21 right there. It'll be a good one.
Yeah, he'll be a good one before it's all said and done.
Absolutely. Gonzalez, off that bench, picks up his dribble. Another timeout call, 4 this time. No need to take the free throws, the timeouts home with you. Down 15.
You know, Stacy, last Monday night we were both at Ridgeview when Westwood went over there and lost that game. This was a good bounce-back win for them to get back on the winning side in that region. Like I said, that's their only loss so far this season. So big-time bounce-back to get back on the winning side, and this team's going to be a factor in the playoffs.
And they have 3 games this week. They were Trent was telling me, Chris Robinson was telling me, they were the only team in their region that didn't have a 3-game week until the weather pushed this game into this week. So now they have so they kind of got, you know, the weather after they lost the Ridgeview gave them a long time to get ready for this game. And then, of course, we have the baby expecting, a lot going on there. His fiance again gave healthy birth tonight. But now this week gets back loaded though.
Yeah.
So I think they got a game, Wednesday and Friday. So
and, there's another team in this region that's going to play a factor before it's all said and done. Blythewood.
Oh yeah, they're coming. They're coming. Young Lewis.
TJ Lewis.
TJ Lewis. I know his dad, Tars, buddy of mine. Tars has a birthday one day after mine. And I know his dad, Tars, been on him for years, but TJ is a kid that needs more offers. I'm not sure what.
He had 36 the other night, I saw.
And he had a 40-point game early in the season as well. So he's really balling. We have them on our airways, by the way, February 14th, Valentine's night, a sweetheart of a game. Blythewood at Ridgeview.
That's going to be a good one.
Kyrie Wilson with a nice scoop and a left-hand finish. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a packed house. That's a hated rivalry right there. It'll be at Ridgeview, and that place will be packed. On the floor. It's a call. There's a whistle to call, but timeout was called. Redhawks.
We've had more timeouts in this fourth quarter.
And you see the referee, you said that exchange there. Stevens Button was like timeout. Referee like he has possession.
Yes.
It's their timeout. There's a timeout call, but you're not calling it. It's them. So that's interesting.
You would think it's a 2-point game right now with so many timeouts.
Right. You don't want to leave him. You don't want to leave him in your pocket, though, I guess.
And it's a teaching moment. I mean, I get it. I understand.
Yeah, absolutely. No question about it. (55-42), under 2 minutes now. Baseline to baseline pressure, and Gauze can't corral it. Gonzalez. Patterson back to Gonzalez. He's going to do a little mid-range. Couldn't get it to go, and Gauze, the freshman, shows great timing on that putback there. It's an 11-point game, not impossible. They need a stop. You can't let Larry Brown do that, though. Oh, he landed awkwardly.
That was a hard foul.
He landed on his backside, if you know what I mean. And the trainers go out there to him. He's going to get up. He's That plus fatigue. He's getting up laughing and smiling.
Yeah, I think he's smiling.
Yeah,
down
he's
there.
smiling, but that hurt. I tell you what, that hurt though.
He'll feel it in the morning.
What did we say in the girls' game? That court is unforgiving.
Unforgiving.
That wood does not have any cushion on it.
I think if you and I felt like that,
Bruh,
they'd have to come get us.
When you stop, you're out of commission. Stewart Law Office's free throw line for Larry Brown III. His numbers have mounted. Off that bench again, Trent Robinson calls him his 6th starter. Trust him a lot. He got valuable minutes on a really good team last year, as I keep mentioning. That's very important. Very important. He got them both, too, didn't he?
He got them both. He's a shooter, though.
He is a shooter.
He's a shooter.
Absolutely. And fearless, too. He plays fearless basketball. Patterson. Got it with the foul there, and Patterson at the Stewart Law Officer's free throw line, and see if he can knock down a couple. Again, knock down 2 free throws, an 11-point game.
He makes both. You got to go hard full court press, right?
And he missed. Well, that's a huge if in tonight's climate, right? 2 free throws is like gold. Got the second one. Bad place to pick the dribble up. Got bailed out with a foul. That's a bad place to pick your dribble up right now.
Not in the bonus yet. So one more foul to get him to the bonus.
So Cockfield's back there behind everyone. Now there's 2 shots coming up. Cockfield to the Stewart Law Officer's free throw line.
That's 5 fouls on Patterson. So frustrating night for him.
On both ends of the floor.
But he's only a junior. He'll have better nights, I'm sure.
Absolutely. He'll have better nights this year and definitely another year to build upon. Cockfield, 2 here. Chris. People at home, you're tired of us talking about the missed free throws. You're tired of that. We're tired of seeing them.
You know, I've done this a long time, and I've been to a few games this year so far, and it seems to be widespread.
Yeah.
It's just not these 2 games tonight.
Absolutely. Both of them. And teams are literally losing games at the line.
Yes.
Literally. Trey Smith, no good. Under a minute to play. That's a foul on Smith.
Probably not the guy you want to foul in Brown.
Get a little too handsy over there. No, Brown's going. Well, it's going to pad Brown's player of the game totals probably. If it's him, I don't know.
If it's him.
If it's him. Stick around, folks. A surprise for you. Brown gets the first one, and he'll back down the second one too, probably.
Like I say, if I'm in a late game situation and I'm Westwood, I want the ball in Brown's hands. They're looking for him.
Because you know what Brown can do for you. I thought we jinxed him. I thought for a second we were going to talk that one out. He knocked it down. We can't even jinx him.
Nope.
Stewart Law Office is getting a workout tonight at the free throw line, girls and boys game. Gauze.
I thought the freshman was just shooting a 3-pointer for a second.
Yeah, I did too. Oh, Wilson's got to dunk that. DeMarcus Thomas with a nice reverse layup on the right side over there. Cale Thomas, number 12, was in for Spring Valley off the bench. Gonzalez just couldn't get a handle on it.
I think Coach Bunton's telling him to back off and just let Westwood dribble it out here.
Yeah, at this point in time, you got to do this. 61-45 is going to be your final. They do have the 5-second count, though, so they do have to pass it. You can't dribble out like college game. You can dribble it. One person can dribble it out, but Larry Brown turned down the shot wisely.
I thought he was going to shoot it again.
Nah, that's great. Good coaching by Coach Jacobs. Well done. Coach Jacobs, he goes 1-0 as a coach. Wonderful to coach, and 61-45 is your final score. Congratulations, Westwood, with a road victory over Spring Valley. We'll be back with our player of the game and our trophy after this.
Life, like water, is something you move through. You need it. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized treatment for the athlete and all of us. Backed by the #1 rated hospital in the Midlands. Life's a sport. Keep playing.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack. Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30. What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Back here at Spring Valley High School, where we saw Westwood on the road get a big region win over the Vikings. The Redhawks came back and blistering defense and good, especially bench play. Talking with acting hips, Coach, talk about your team's effort overall.
I think this team is just great overall. One of our guys, like he said, our bench play, Larry Brown came off the bench. He gave us great minutes. That's one thing that we kind of preach over here is there's no one-man show over here. It could be anybody's night. We just got to go out there and play, and that's what they do. These guys go in, they practice all day, all night, and we kind of give it our all. It could be anybody's night, like I said.
Any words for Coach Trent Robinson, who became a dad tonight? What you got to say to that young man right now?
Hey, welcome to the fatherhood, because 2 years ago, I had a child during basketball season, and that's just, it's a blessing, but it's just one thing that we do over here at Westwood. We trust each other. Hey, you got to step in, do your thing, and it wasn't no worries, because one thing that he preached is trust one another. So it could be any of these guys. It could be any of our assistants could have stepped up, and the same outcome would have happened. 2 days ago, I think I didn't even coach my team because I was out of town. One of those guys stepped up, coached my team for JV, and we won. And I didn't have no worries. It's because the culture that he built over here, coaches and players. And thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, to be honest.
Great job, Coach Shamonte Jacobs. Larry Brown, your player of the game. We have a plaque for him. Right now, we have a trophy for Westwood. You are champions tonight on Watch Fox Game of the Week. Enjoy your trophy. Larry Brown. Where's Larry Brown? Larry Brown. Larry Brown. Where's Larry? Congratulations, guys. You're our player of the game. Brought to you by Atkins Law Firm. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll have a recap after this. Westwood Redhawks, your champions for the night on Monday night. High School Hoops. Brought to you by Stewart Law Firm.
Thank you so much
for putting your faith in us.
We are here because of you.
It really means a lot that you've trusted us over the years.
And we'll be here for you.
I've got to meet good, hardworking people that have become my clients, my friends.
Thank you to everyone that's let us help them and their families.
Thank you, Spartanburg. Thank you, Columbia.
Thank you,
Charlotte. Thank you, Rock Hill.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m. What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Light it.
is the culture. Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
We're back at it. The aftermath. Spring Valley Vikings taking on the chin. The Redhawks 61-45. Reverse that score you see right there. And the Redhawks win it on the road in a big region matchup. Stacey Huff and Chris Deering here to talk about it a little bit quickly. Chris, great comeback win. You said they lost last week to Ridgeview. Good win for the Redhawks boys team.
Yeah, Larry Brown, 27 points off the bench, 5 3-pointers. Just a fantastic effort by the senior, right? Off the bench.
Absolutely. Yeah, he and Derek Brown as well, and some other guys off the bench played well, but great job filling in. And Monte Jacobs filling in for Trent Robinson, who became a dad tonight. Let's thank our sponsors that made it all possible. Stewart Law Offices, Jim Hudson, Mark Brown Law Firm, Safe Federal Credit Union, Atkins Law Firm, Will Lucre Opportunity School, North Point Heating and Air, Lexington Medical Center, Palmetto Pride, as well as anyone makes it possible that tune in and support all of our camera crew, our production team. We get to give some love to them on Friday night. We'll be chaping at River Bluff. We'll show them some love. I want to thank my man Chris Deering for being a part once again back in the saddle as a color commentator. My name is Stacey Huff saying see you Friday on Watch Fox and Stewart Law Offices High School Hoops Game of the Week. Chapin visits River Bluff, the Gators, Friday, January 17th. See you then. Thanks for tuning in, and good night, everybody.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Food can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.